Hello everyone, my name's Kate and welcome back to more The Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure. Last time we completed Chapter 2, stopped the majority of what was happening with the terrorist attack, although we failed from saving them from getting destroyed by Heiyu and the Red Constellation. And then we got to go to Michelin Wonderland to relax since all the depressing stuff happened. And we're almost done with the intermission. So this time we're going to try and finish it up. Right now we have to go to the dinner party at the state guest house, so let's on over. Okay, let's do it.
Welcome to the state guest house at Michelin Resort. Master Lloyd and Miss Elliot from the SSS, I presume.
Yeah, that's us. Wait, I remember you. Oh, hey! You were the guy who was at the auction, weren't you? Now that you mention it. Huh.
I'm terribly sorry about what happened that night. I never would have imagined my previous employer would have turned out the way he was. Many of my old servants, myself included, were retained and entrusted with managing the state guest house. It was by the kindness of Mayor Croy that we were allowed to preserve our livelihoods. I mean, you weren't the ones perpetrating it, you were just doing your jobs.
Really now. I'm glad to hear it.
I heard the dignitaries that attended the conference also stayed here. You've done us a great service.
My thanks to you both. You are simply too kind.
Here you are!
Kia, did you miss me?
Yep, I'm exploring with Sully to pass the time. He said that dinner party thingy was going to start soon. So hurry up and get your seats.
Got it.
Would you mind leading the way for us, sir?
Of course, please, come inside.
Lloyd and Yaris were guided to the guest house banquet hall. Mayor Croy and his daughter Maribel arrived there shortly after. Warm greetings were exchanged with the mayor, who apologized for his tardiness. At last, the luxurious yet unpretentious dinner party could truly begin. Jeez, oh Pete!
Once again, I can't apologize enough for keeping all of you waiting. After all, what kind of host shows up late to his own dinner party?
It's okay, Mr. Mayor. Everybody understands how busy you are.
We appreciate all that you've been doing. Yes, but just so you know that just know that he's only as busy as he is by choice.
Guilty as charged.
Well, I'm usually too busy rehearsing and performing to keep up with politics, to be perfectly honest. That said, there was no avoiding the news of that drastic proposal you made.
If we're all being honest, then I should admit that it was something I've been ruminating on ever since taking office. Frankly, I never intended to include it on the conference's agenda, but the discourse grew a tad heated, and I'd had all I could take. So I decided then was the time to grab the bull by the horns.
So you did. And now that the curtain's risen, you have to keep dancing until the very end. Isn't that right?
Precisely. But speaking of the stage, it's my understanding that Arkansas will be holding a revival production for Golden Sun, Silver Moon. It just so happens that the local referendum gauging the public's interest in independence is being held 1 week after its opening. Such was the reason I advised you and your troop here. Happy coincidence that it was. Huh, go figure.
I appreciate that you did. This break has been a long time coming. Thank you again for inviting us. Thanks. After hearing all of that, I feel a bit uncertain about my own place at this table.
Oh, not at all, Miss Nuez. You're this table's representative of the esteemed St. Ursula Hospital. I've heard quite a bit about you. I must say, your sterling reputation precedes you. Some even call you the second coming of St. Ursula herself. Believe me when I say it is an honor to meet you.
Please, Mr. Mayor, I think you may be exaggerating just a tad. But thank you for your kind words. The honor is all mine. Oh, Father, you do realize you've sung the praises of nobody but the women here, but don't you? Well, sparing some of those kind words for Lloyd and the others as well.
Oh, my apologies. Being surrounded by so many beautiful ladies would be enough to sweep any man my age off his feet.
No problem. We're thankful you invited us.
That's right. This little diversion was exactly what we needed. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. It was the most fun I've had in a long time. Me too.
Good. That was a hope. Forgive me for bringing this up again, but I wish to speak of the harrowing events that transpired at the conference. The terrorists were guilty of trying to destroy the tower, but I never wanted that day to end the way it did. I do not believe their sins, nor anyone else's for that matter, were grave enough to warrant taking their lives.
I intend to work to ensure such tragedies cannot happen again, as well as to show the people of this world that justice is still alive and well.
Oh, Mirkoi. Hearing you say that helps wash away some of the concerns weighing on my mind. I have a question regarding the state independence referendum. Will Crossbell truly become its own political entity if the public votes are in favor of it?
No, the referendum itself doesn't have the power to make independence a reality. However, the results will serve as a concrete message to our neighbors abroad. Once votes are in, an international public opinion will begin to form. This will be our opportunity to snatch independence from the major powers. Or at least, that's how I imagine it. Bossy play?
You make it sound all too easy. The way I see it, you're leading Crossbell right into dire straits. Wazzy!
No, it's exactly as he says. There's no question about the complex geopolitical challenge Crossbell State independence will present. However, the hearts of mankind are not so frail as to be swept away by the waves of hardship. Even in the face of great adversity, man maintains his dignity and pursues his ideals. I believe the potential to do so is precisely what makes us human.
Uncle.
Potential to pursue one's ideals with dignity.
That's sad.
So yes, the path Crossbell must walk will in fact be fraught with peril. But that notwithstanding, my peers and I will struggle and strive in the coming weeks to open that path for all of us. However, it will be the duty of the next generation to aim just as high and keep us on that path. Making eye contact, took a look around the room, making eye contact with each and every one of his guests. I ask that all of you continue contributing to Crossbell's future in whatever manner you can. I like Mirkoi. Once the dinner party came to a close, Lloyd and the others returned to the third floor of the hotel. Feeling exhausted yet strangely uplifted, they decided to turn in early for the night. And then... nighttime. Sleepy time. Crossbell's barriers. Same barriers I've stood before us all year. Maybe Mayor Croy is doing what he believes is necessary for Crossbell to surmount them. What about us? When Revochet was toppled, one of those barriers crumbled alongside it, irrespective of our efforts. And now the hurdle we find in front of us is even greater than ever before. Is the SSS... am I actually doing enough to make a difference? If not, am I really okay with that? This is going nowhere. I'm exhausted, yet I can't get a wink of sleep. Maybe I should go to the lounge and get some water. I put my clothes on. Oh. Rixia. Evening, Rixia. Hey.
Oh, it's you, Lloyd.
Sorry about that. I hope I didn't startle you.
Oh no, it wasn't your fault. I was just lost in thought, that's all.
Well, is it okay if I join you? The beautiful moon. The moon is beautiful from here. Maybe it's because we're away from the lights of Crossbell City.
Perhaps so.
You know, Wazzy told me the strangest thing this morning.
Oh?
He said that I'd wake up in the middle of the night and stumble into a chance encounter with a girl, just the two of us. It sounded like a bunch of hot wind to me, but I had to say he hit the nail on the head.
You never cease to surprise me, Lloyd. I was just starting to wish I had someone here with me, and not 1 minute later you were there. Simply having you here makes me feel so much more at ease. I have to say, I envy the rest of the SSS.
You give me too much credit. I still have a lot of areas that I need to work on as a senior detective, and as a leader too. For one, I desperately need to grow up. Hey Rixia, I don't mean to offend you, but there's something I've been wanting to ask.
Offend me? What could it be?
I've been wondering this for a while now, but why is it that your eyes look so forlorn whenever you smile? I've noticed it since the day we met. During your short time in Crossbell, you've done so much. You were recruited by Ilia Platier herself, featured on one of the greatest stages for Selge around. Rixie Mao is now a household name in Crossbell. And yet, even then, when you smile, it doesn't feel like you're here in the moment. It feels like you're in the future, looking back at something you've lost.
Why would you think that?
Because I've seen it before. Someone close to me that wore that exact same smile for the longest time. Seal. Eventually, like her grief, it faded. Now she can smile as genuinely as she did before. But you, on the other hand, I don't think I've ever seen you smile any other way. Her grief came from trying to bear the sorrow of losing someone she loved forever. So what about you? Why smile that way even in the presence of someone like Ilia, someone you love and cherish? She's always been there for you, and she always will be.
You really are full of surprises. I've always known you were sharp, but I didn't expect you to see right through me.
Does that mean...
Yes, everything you said is true. Maybe it's because I know I have to leave Crossbell before long.
Why? I thought that might be it. Let me guess. You can't tell me the reason, can you?
That's right. I can't share details, but I can tell you this. The path I am bound to walk is already set. It has been from the day I was born.
Path?
Think of it as inheriting a family business.
A family business? Are you saying that Yin... Is Yin not just a single person, but rather a lineage? Passed down from family?
I've been living my life for that sole purpose ever since I was little. It's the same path my ancestors have walked throughout history. But now, I no longer understand where that path is leading me, nor my reasons for taking it.
I see. But if you really don't like it...
Then why not leave it? I'm afraid it isn't simply a matter of like or dislike. In accepting his birthright, my father eventually found meaning in it. A hidden, lightless path that can influence society and even change the course of history. Now it's mine. I inherited it from my father, and now it's my turn to find my own meaning in walking it. That's how it should be. From this moment on. You know, it's strange. Earlier I refused the wine that Ilia had offered. Yet sitting here, I feel as though the rays of the moon alone have me intoxicated.
That's pretty poetic. Sorry. I didn't mean to pry into something so personal to you.
No, it's alright. I've been keeping all this bottled inside me for so long. It was only a matter of time before it all brimmed over. Thank you for listening to my story, Lloyd.
Not at all. Happy to lend you an ear. But I can't but wonder... Rixia, are you...
Hi.
Kia, what are you doing awake at this hour? You should be asleep.
Kia.
Oh. Oh, Rixia's here too. Are you guys in the middle of something? No, it's okay. We were just about finished.
Yeah, it's fine. Are you having trouble sleeping?
Yeah. I think I had a scary dream.
Really, no. Would it help if you slept in my bed?
Can I?
Yes, but just this once. Sorry about that, Rixia. We'll just have to pick this up again later.
Don't worry about it. After talking to you, I think I can finally manage to get some sleep. So thank you.
I'm glad to hear it.
And if it isn't too much trouble, could you keep this talk between us? And away from Ilya specifically. I want to tower these things too, but not until the time is right.
I understand. I don't know how much I can help, but just know that you can call on me if you ever need anything. I'll do whatever I can.
I appreciate it. I'll be sure to come to you for advice the next time we need it. Good night, Lloyd. You too, Kia.
Good night, Rixia.
Good night. Sleep tight. Did something happen to Rixia? She always looks a little sad, but it felt kind of different this time.
So you can tell too. I don't have all the details, but she's clearly dealing with a lot. She's a friend, so I'm going to be there for her in any way that I can.
This is why all the girls like you so much, Lloyd.
Hey now, no teasing, alright? Anyway, we have to get you back to bed, little lady. You need to go buy first?
Oh, yeah, I can do that by myself. child. Oh. A nightmare? This is Joheim. Find me. Wake up. Lloyd. Is it Wazzy? Yeah, I had a feeling it's Wazzy. What? What time is it? About 2 a.m., I think. You looked like you were having a nightmare. Are you okay? Oh, yeah. I guess I was having some kind of weird dream. Wait. Huh? Kia? Something wrong. Where's Kia? Sorry, Randy. Sorry, did we wake you?
Don't sweat. More importantly, where's Keto?
You brought her back to sleep in your bed earlier, right?
Oh, you two noticed?
Yeah, that's right. She should be right here.
Keto?
Oh? As far as I can tell, the three of us are the only ones in the room.
Oh, guess we go wrangle her in.
Thanks, guys. Sorry about dragging you out of bed like this. Despite checking every corner of the third floor, Lloyd, Randy, and Wazzy failed to find even the slightest trace of Kia. Having sensed the three of them shuffling about, Tia joined the effort, with the rest of the girls following suit. Soon after, the group called upon the hotel staff for help, expanding their search to the second floor. So she's not on the second floor either.
I'm terribly sorry. Given the circumstances, we aren't able to make a thorough search of every guest room.
You've already done more than enough. It is the middle of the night, after all. What the heck is Short Stuff's problem? Wandering off who knows where half asleep. This is growing more and more concerning. Where's she gone? Searching via the Eon system has also yielded no results. I have no idea where she could be.
Zai! How was,
My.
Oh yeah, I would forget. We got the super sniffer on our side.
Follow Zai. What? He said follow me. She's this way. Then what are we waiting for? After him! Where the hell is she? Did she go back to the theme park?
Kia, I don't care for special guests. Don't go to the theme park alone.
That way, but tread carefully. Wow, you really do pick up on what he's laying down. But what could be out there that we need to be careful about?
There's no time to ponder it. We need to move. Fran, Steel, Ilya, Sully, Rixia. Would you mind staying here and waiting for us?
But... No, I understand. We'd always slow you down if we tagged along. Alright, but if something happens, call us immediately, okay? I brought a first aid kit so I can at least treat any minor injuries.
Thanks, that helps.
Please be careful out there, everyone. Contact me on your Nimba if there's an emergency.
We actually have to fight, don't we? Okay, let's do it. Why do we need to worry about fighting, though? This is the intermission.
Look at that!
What happens to the banners? Yeah, actually, yeah, that's... Oh no. I'm not liking the looks of it. That's...
Campanella! Where is he? When did this even happen?
I doubt it's one of the park's nighttime attractions.
Definitely not. Never have I heard of anything like this. Besides, there's no way they would ever vandalize Mishy's good image like this.
True enough. Wait, look there. Fool's Wonderland?
Fool's Wonderland?
They even went and goofed around with the name.
I feel like I'm still dreaming or something.
I don't know what kind of dreams you have, but I call this a nightmare. It's Campanella. Kia's somewhere up ahead. That's all that matters to me. We're going in no matter what.
Right.
Let's go in. Let's get to stepping. Why is Campanella here?
How did he change everything, though? Everything here is different. Even the foliage here. Is it some kind of illusion?
Wait. Is it some kind of illusion? I said that without even realizing the reality of that.
That's actually possible. If that fortune teller is who I think it is, then there's a good chance that it actually is an illusion. If that fortune teller was actually Luciola, that means Ouroboros has been here. If Luciola is still with Ouroboros, then that would explain. Oh, this is an illusion, isn't it? Seems that someone around here has a pretty tacky sense of taste.
I don't know what's going on, but they sure didn't hold any elbow grease back.
I have to say, this hedge was a lot less creepy with Mishy's face on it. How dare they sully these sacred grounds? That clown would never replace Mishy. Settle down, Tio. Forget that. What's important is where Kia ran off to. Something's coming. Watch your 10 and 2. What?
It is Luciola!
What are they?
They don't look like special effects from the horror coaster, that's for sure. Whatever they're hostile. Stop them. Here they come. It is Luciola. It's her fog beasts. Miracle gas. A mass of souls drawn from dreams that can absorb incoming arts and confuse enemies. Alpha wave. Oh, sleepy! No, this has to be Luciola. These are the exact same monsters that she summons. Master souls drawn from dreams. Souls flows to sleep and absorbs physical. Let's get the one that inflicts sleep out of the way first. Weak to earth. So yeah, this has to be her. So I was right the whole time. It was her here. Oh, stop summoning allies. Hazy Haze. Drops a U material. Stop summoning things! Crap. You're kidding me? There is something I want to try and do real quick. I know now is not the time to do this, but screw it. We're not gonna waste our time on it. You're kidding me. That counts as an art. Crap, I forgot. Oh, thank you. I need the heal. They better not kidnap the child. Crap, I can't actually attack it with... Okay, we're in trouble here, actually. Throw it down.
Now's not the time for missing. Oh.
Heal you up. Okay, let's see. Thank you. Oh, you got the speed down for me, thanks. Burning heart. Just keep wailing on it. Got a little health back, but it's fine. Okay, I think we're good. Oh crap, there's actually a problem here. Okay, actually, on second thoughts, I'm honestly okay with that happening. Crap, I'm an idiot! Okay, we're good. Level ups all around. Aerial can 2. Crow level 3. Raise speed when low.
It's Luciola. How was that about?
I couldn't tell you, but they were very formidable.
Oh, you keep hiding. Show yourself already.
What? Did you notice me? Or was that just your intuition?
Campanella.
What the? A boy? I couldn't feel his presence at all.
Bastard. Who are you?
Where are your manners? We've already crossed paths once before. I would hope you haven't forgotten me. Ladies and gentlemen of the special support section. It can't be. He's the hacker who trapped all of you in Jones' room at the B sector.
As well as the person who supplied the terrorists with data on the Orcus Tower. First time we encountered each other was in front of the doll studio, right?
Bingo! I am Enforcer number 0, Campanella the Fool. A pleasure to finally meet you. He's from a secret society that threw Lyro in the chaos.
I figured something was up when you mentioned seeing them at the studio.
Make matters worse, he's been colluding with the terrorists. Those unlucky terrorists met quite a terrible fate, didn't they? They didn't fly into town thinking they'd catch the eye of Heiyu in the Red Constellation, that's for sure. But the Calvardians got off easy. Oh, those poor, poor boys from the Empire. Such a shame. How can you just mock them like that? You were on the same team, weren't you? They were your comrades! They were pawns, more like. Completely and utterly disposable. I figured they would be interesting enough to shake things up, so I gave them a hand. I couldn't care less about their goals or ideologies. Now that's you, a piece of work. He resembles you, Wazi, but with a trashy suit and 0 tact.
Enough being around the bush. Why become the crossbow? What are you trying to achieve? And more importantly, what have you done to Kia? Tell us or we'll force it out of you.
Oh, I like you. You're just full of vigor, aren't you? There's no need to raise your voice, though. I haven't touched one hair on your pretty little princess's head. All I know is that she walked straight through here in a dazed super just a while ago. What?
Stop playing dumb, you little freak.
But I'm not. It's the truth. You can believe whatever you want. The fact of the matter is, I only came by this evening for one reason. To greet you. Huh?
Yep, thought so. It was an illusion.
What's happening?
It's all an illusion. So you have the same techniques as Luciola now, don't you? It's back to normal.
Isn't that a little too grand to be a simple parlor trick? Was it some kind of illusion?
Huh? No!
If you'll excuse me, I hope we meet again soon. Oh, and just so you know, your little princess was on her way up to the castle. I suggest you make your way over there before she walks herself into a horrible accident. See you next time.
Give me a break. Is that what Ouroboros is like?
We've heard a lot about them from Estelle, Joshua, and Ren. On top of that information, we can safely say that they are more than proficient at hacking.
What? Like we don't have enough maniacs and crossbow to worry about?
I just don't understand, and why crossbow over anywhere else? Because of what the gambit here is, but need to set it aside for now. Searching for Kia seems like a more pressing matter, wouldn't you say? Right, he says she's at the castle up ahead. Let's go.
I had a feeling it was an illusion.
Seems Campanella has the same tricks as Luciola then.
Again, it's happening. There she is. We made it in time.
What's happening to her?
Why? Why do I...
Kia! Kia, are you right?
Thank goodness. You're not hurt, are you? Huh? What's up, guys? Is something wrong?
Don't you what's up, guys, me?
What are you doing here, Kia? Why did you wander out of bed by yourself? Hmm? Are we at that castle in the park? What am I doing here?
That's just Andy. She doesn't recall a single thing that's happened.
Do you think she was sleepwalking?
Oh no, I mean, yeah, people do that, but all the way across an entire theme park? Do you really not remember, Kido?
I remember hearing a voice in my dream that was calling out to me. Or maybe it was like, I was calling out to it?
Huh.
Well, if it really was just a dream, then no harm done. We're just glad that you're safe.
Yeah, you said it. Come on, let's return to the hotel. We gotta get you back to bed, okay, Kia?
Okay.
Lloyd and Yars then took Kia back to the hotel and put her to bed. Shortly after, they contacted Park Security and explained what had happened. Once things were ironed out, the SSS paid another visit to the scene, but failed to find anything that could explain Kia's strange behavior. Once dawn began to break, they finally returned to their rooms and slept in until noon. After a long needed rest, they checked out of the hotel and left Michelin with Maribel, who had arrived to pick them up. Feels like something's brewing. But what? What exactly is getting ready to happen? Well, it was a fun little side attraction, with a worrying ending. You look like you're in a good mood, Kia. I know this trip was more hectic than we bargained for, but did you have fun?
Yeah, of course. We should go on vacations with everyone like this all the time. Maybe for next one we can stay at our market village.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I was expecting her to be more shaken after that big scare last night. But seeing her now, it's like it never happened. I guess my worries were misplaced. What I should be focusing on is instead is the society and whatever it is they're plotting.
Lloyd, is something wrong?
No, it's nothing. Actually, Kia, you didn't happen to see anyone suspicious last night, did you? Like, say, a young man wearing a pink suit.
No, I don't think so. I was super sleepy, so I'm not really sure.
Right. Well, it's not that big a deal. Forget I said anything.
So this is where you two have been.
Is it Maribel? It is. I was right.
Hi, Belle.
Hey, Maribel. Thank you again for inviting us.
Not at all. You earned the break, didn't you? And even then, you still had to work during this trip thanks to that so-called society. A gaggle of clowns, a lot of them. One of them had the gall to lay their hands on one of my darling little dolls, too. The nerve of some people. Security department has been at best prepared themselves for a thorough restructuring in the near future.
Best of luck to them. I hate to break it to you, Maribel, but I doubt regular security guards could have handled someone like that anyway. Yeah, this ain't the security's fault. This is just... No amount of security is gonna stop Campanella's fooling.
But hopefully we can. We're going to have to be careful from here on out.
Well, corporate efficacy aside, I had just the loveliest little idea. I wanted to run it by both of you first. What do you say to taking a commemorative photo together with the entire group?
Of course. Oh, that is a good idea.
Is that like a group picture we took with everyone a while back?
Yeah, it's a good way to preserve the memories you make with everyone. That way, when you look at the photo, you'll have something to remember the trip by.
Cool! Let's take one then! It's decided. Up here on the deck would make for the better backdrop than the cabin, wouldn't you say?
Good point. The weather is perfect, too. I'll go gather the others.
Please do. And if you don't mind, could you inform the stewardess as well? Commemorative photos are part of the ship's service. She'll take the photo for us free of charge.
For sure.
Do. Do.
I know you never want to cause your loved ones any concern. Being a strong girl can be difficult, can't it?
Eh?
Something is troubling you deep down, isn't it?
Maribel?
I'd be happy to help if you'll allow me.
Maribel? Maribel? Maribel?
Intermission. A brief respite.
I didn't think I would be terrified of Maribel, but I'm suddenly terrified of Maribel. Rest and revolution. I don't know what Maribel's up to. Good. Things are proceeding smoothly. Here we are. It's back here again. The Celestial Globe. We saw this in the third game as well.
Indeed. Preparations have progressed to approximately 90% completion. Should have more than enough time to carry out the order.
Excellent work, Professor. Campanella, what can you tell me of the other enforcers and their ventures? I believe Blue Blanc stopped by for one of his little games, but he's already returned to his own affairs. Ren hasn't gone back to Crossbell since leaving for her live role. As for you-know-who, I move that we continue taking a wait-and-see approach with her. She lent some of those bound spirits of hers to play with, but I don't think she has any intention of participating further.
They're talking about Luciola.
That's perfectly fine. They are free to do as they please, just as the Meisters is.
Perhaps, but the enforcers have a bit too much freedom for my liking. And again, that is how things are meant to be. When a rational system she's put into place.
That is the Grandmaster's will, Professor. It is senseless to question whether it is right or wrong. Regardless, I believe our final guest has arrived.
I was wondering where she was.
Timely as always.
Who? Another of these... Angies?
My apologies for the wait. I see you have already started.
Pay it no mind. We'd only just begun. I trust matters on your end have already been settled.
Yes, I left everything in the hands of the Oathbreaker.
The Oathbreaker?
Turning our attention to Crossbell. It has been quite some time since I last stepped foot upon its soil. Isn't it amazing just how much it's changed? It's fair to call it the most advanced metropolis on the continent, as well as the center of modern civilization.
I intend to return there before the finishing touches are made. What do you say to meeting me there? We so rarely get to meet together.
I have no objections.
Very well. I will leave the hereafter in both of your capable hands. Here's to the next step of the Grandmaster's Phantasmal Blaze plan. Take care to set the stage well and proper. Understood.
Yes, in the name of the Grandmaster.
The Phantasmal Blaze. The referendum regarding Crossbell's potential independence as proposed by Mayor Croix was drawing closer and closer. As pressure from the Imperial and Republican governments mounted by the day, so too did the citizens' fervor. Combined with the excitement generated from the debut of Arkansas's revival performance, emotions in the city were hitting a fever pitch. All the while, a new concern was beginning to emerge from the shadows. Society, right? Or something else, I don't know. Now the society is getting back into the swing of things for us. What are we doing up back in the Orcus Tower? Did you say cryptids? Cryptids? This is an interesting one. Why are we talking about cryptids? We even got the Bracer Guild here. Hey, Bells.
That I did. I don't believe it's appropriate to simply refer to them as monsters. Not only are they much larger, their origins are a mystery.
We're dealing with cryptids now?
What's more, they're starting to appear all over Crossville.
Cryptids? What the?
That's what we went against! The commander isn't exaggerating. We couldn't handle it just between the two of us. We had to retreat. It really isn't your average monster. I've come across bits and pieces of information regarding it, but
There's more. Other types in sight as well.
So we've got strange creatures appearing now. What the?
Wait! That one! That's the dragon!
wait a sec! That's the one we fought back in the old mine!
You tell me there's more of those things? This was taken a few days ago in the mountains to the north. What Scott and Wenzel here were able to exterminate it.
That's a relief, at least. You two managed to handle that thing all by yourselves?
Yeah, but we had to get the jump on it to pull it off. It was thanks to CGF's intel that we were able to take it out. Right, but there was something very bizarre about the whole ordeal. Our arts didn't have their usual effects on it, and it disappeared in a beam of light when it was finally defeated.
It did the same thing for us as well. It disappeared into a weird beam of light. Sounds familiar.
That's exactly what happened when we fought it.
You said it appeared in the mountains. Does that mean it was out in the open this whole time? Yes. Until now, monsters like these only appeared in closed locations such as Stargazer Tower and the Moon Temple. It's speculated that some form of spatial distortion has emerged in those particular areas, though we can't explain why. These cryptids, however, emerge outdoors both in the mountains and by the lake shores. We suspect the same spatial distortion effect could be occurring in those locations as well.
It's the area of the mines. That's where we met the dragon. Could it be spreading, then? That weird purple effect that was in the mines, could it be spreading to outside of it, and that's allowing these cryptids to appear? And by that logic, if that's what's actually causing them to spawn, then there's another one of those locations somewhere else that's spawning these other kinds of cryptids. What are these? But what's with this area? These areas? It's apparent, from what I can remember, they said that it wasn't made of it wasn't like, the floor there wasn't particularly abnormal in and of itself, but rather because they seem to be they seem to be already existing and known types of flora and stuff, like the Zemuria moss I think they mentioned. It's just that there was something wrong with them, despite being that same kind of stuff. There was something different about them that couldn't be quite put down.
That's not good. I was afraid you'd say that. Is that why you called all of us here?
Yes, we'd like to request the aid of the Bracer Guild and the SS in dealing with these cryptids. The CGF has been on high alert at both Belgard and Tamron ever since the mayor's independence proposal. Simply put, our manpower is focused there, at least until a referendum is voted upon.
We understand. The SSS is ready to help.
Us too. Should we go ahead and decide we're going to divvy this up?
That would be best. I'll provide you with all the data we have and leave you to decide on a suitable course of action. If at all possible, I'd also like to request that you look into the source of all this. Source. You suspect an external force is behind these cryptids' sudden appearance. Yes, think of it this way. Dangerous monsters surfacing on our highways is a cyclical phenomenon. The cryptids, however, are an anomaly. Their emergence doesn't align with the cycle at all.
Which leads us to believe that there's an underlying cause. Whatever it is, it's capable of not only giving rise to these cryptids, but distorting the fabric of space itself.
Interesting theory.
Understood. We'll get to the bottom of this. I swear on the name of the supporting gauntlet.
So we gotta work together to figure out these cryptid situations. What's going on, though? Why? Why is it suddenly spreading? And we're gonna find more of those weird things.
I never would have guessed we'd all get to team up like this for a job.
The notion would have been nearly unfathomable at the start of the year.
Just goes to show, we've come a long way since back then.
Yeah, you guys really have made a name for yourselves. If things don't work out with the police, you could always get hired at the guild in a heartbeat.
Absolutely. I'd be more than happy to have you at the guild, Tio. I think it'd be a perfect match. Are you certain that the guild is the one you intend to pair me with? We appreciate the sentiment. That aside, I don't have a good feeling about whatever these cryptids are.
Me neither. I say we should split up the work so we can get to it. The CGS report mentions 5 of those things in total. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like for you guys to take care of 2 of them.
What about the other 3?
Offering you to do most of the job yourselves. That's too kind. Are you sure that's okay? It seems a bit disproportionate. Plus, Arios isn't here to help around this time. That's exactly the reason. You guys will be feeling the pressure from his absence just as much as us, if not more. Not to mention, monster exterminations are typically a bracer jurisdiction. We both have our other jobs to take care of in addition to the cryptids, so I think dividing things like this is for the best. If you insist. I don't know if I'm really okay with pushing all that on you guys.
Don't sweat it. It's not like we aren't on the same team here. Besides, you guys probably have your hands full with the society again before long.
Oh yeah.
Damn, I was trying to forget about those lunatics.
The Society of Ouroboros. The Bracer Guild has a history with them already, does it not? Yes, Estelle Joshua and the rest of the Librarian branch first encountered them during the Liberal incident. The guild has had a number of run-ins with them across the continent since then as well.
Not to mention the attack on the guild branches in Arbonia. Suspected to be their doing too. Our presence in the Empire has declined significantly ever since, thanks to pressure from the Imperial government.
They're so prolific.
For real, the more we learn about these guys, the less I want to know. Truth be told, the guild doesn't know a lot about who they are or what their internal structure is like. You don't even know what they're after most of the time. All I can say for sure is to watch your backs around them.
Yeah, and give us a ring if you ever run into any trouble. You hear? The cryptids are the only common enemy we have. The snakes are a problem too. Got it. We'll update you if anything happens.
Chapter 3. Budding Turmoil. The Cryptid Survey Report. Outline. Reported sightings of large enigmatic monsters, hereafter referred to as cryptids, in Crossbell State have recently been confirmed. The CGF is currently working to gain more insight into the situation. Little is known about these cryptids aside from the simple fact that they exist. As such, countermeasures have yet to be devised. All recorded details regarding these cryptids are provided in the following pages. Case A. Ursula Road. Location, Ursula Road, through a small cave along the sandbar. The visual profile is that it possesses various tourist-like characteristics. The scouting report states that it was sighted by a guardsman on patrol. No attempt was made to engage, as the creature did not stray from its location over a short observation period. It does, however, grow aggressive when approached directly. In Case B, the East Crossbell Highway. The location was the East Crossbell Highway in a clearing past the boathouse. The visual profile describes it as a plant-like creature possessing an enormous mouth. The scouting report states that it was sighted by a resident of the nearby boat shed. This report has yet to be verified by the CGF. As with the cryptid in Case A, it does not move from its general location but becomes combative when confronted. Strange. Sandbar and Ursula Road and the outskirts of East Crossbell Highway. We haven't been to either of those places much lately. They don't sound as aggressive as the one that appeared back in the old mine, at least. Still, I want her to get ourselves fully prepped.
We also need to investigate what's causing them to appear, right? Yes. Given the spatial distortions reported, the higher elements, time, space, and mirage must be at play. I should be able to perceive the higher elements when they are active. Ascertaining the source of the cryptids, however, may prove difficult. The reason the higher elements went haywire at Stargaze's Tower and the Moon Temple remains a mystery. Actually, wasn't the Sunfall over at the ancient battlefield the same way? Yeah, I remember the higher elements being active when we entered there too. However, the abnormality ceased once the crisis was resolved. And unlike the Moon Temple, we didn't have to stop any bell to do so. Which makes determining the source that much more difficult.
Oh, no sense brewing over it. We need to get a move on. Chances are this won't be the only job we have to take care of.
Good point.
Okay, let's go after we check the terminal for new support requests.
Alright, there's a lot going on all of a sudden. Taste of Crossbell. Crossbell News Service planning to publish Gorman's Guide to Crossbell. Counterfeit Caper. 2nd Division Raymond. Stranger Danger. Chief Toda. My son's be up to some, but hasn't told me a thing. And Old Mine Monster Extermination. Megalope. Bad. Alright. Looks like the requests aren't slowing down today. And I doubt it's because Arios isn't available right now.
Right. The chief said he was going to visit them in the hospital today. It'd be nice to join him if we're in the area.
For sure. Even Keto went yesterday from what I heard here. She was feeling pretty down about it.
Indeed. I worry for her. Well, if we use the car, it shouldn't take long to get to the hospital. I'm sure we can make some time to go visit the McLeans after ourselves.
That's a good idea.
I know they did what they could to fix Shizuku's eyesight, but it seems the technology just isn't quite there yet.
It seems like it didn't work. That's the way it sounds.
Thankfully, the operation wasn't nearly necessarily a failure. Though I suppose it couldn't be called a success either.
I was hoping we could get some good news. Before we do anything, first things first. Cup! You can have a salmon. Whee. Whee. Cast one. Thanks. Next up, let's see here. So we of course got we got upgrade equipment time. I'm going to need Mira. Well, first off, let me check the Orbital store. There might be new stuff here. First off, is there any new covers? No. What about Master Quartz? There are! Aegis and Scepter. Hang on, we'll need more. What about parts? No? Okay, we need a lot of Mira. But first, Defense 2, Shield Breaker, Shield 2. I think I actually need a Shield 2, so I'm going to take this. Spear Breaker, Attack 2, Burn, Sword Breaker, Evade 2, Move 2. That's new. Leg Breaker. That's new. 15% chance to lower enemy move by 3. That's pretty good. Action 2. Impede 2. That's new. Cast 2. Give me that. EP Cut 2. Voice Breaker. ATS. EP 2. Mind 2. Okay, we got quite a bit of stuff here. I just got a Shield 2 thing. Or EP Cut 2. EP Cut 2 for you. Cast 2 for... Yeah, Cast 2 for you. You're gonna have Shield 2 as well. Do I have an EP 2? I do. You've already got Mind 2. Do I have a Hit 2? Not right now. EP Cut... I don't have an EP Cut 2. What about EP 2? No. Cast... I need a lot for you. Let's get... So you need EP 2. You need EP Cut 2. And you need a Cast 2. This is going to severely limit the amount of money I can get, but I do not care at the moment. I want upgrades. EP Cut 2. And Cast 2. It's still doing that. I'm an idiot. I'm dumb as hell. You want to know the reason it was doing this? Because I was holding down the button. I'm dumb as hell. How did I not realize that? That's stupid. I'm an idiot. Why did I do that? We're gonna need a lot more Mira, so let's start off by going to the IBC. No. I'm gonna need a farm for Sepith anyways. Got the bank, exchange. I'm gonna need a lot of Sepith, so give me 1,000 there. We're gonna need a lot actually, so give me that as well. And give me this as well. Is it a waste? Potentially. Do I care? Potentially. Anyways, let's head on back and get those 2 new Master Quartz. I want them. How could I say no to Master Quartz? I know I could look up in the guidebook what they actually give, but come on, it's more exciting to figure it out this way. Scepter. Water Elemental Quartz that enhances strength and ATS. Obtains Sepith from arts and... Ooh. Absolutely. That's gonna make farming for Sepith a lot easier, hopefully. Scepter. And Aegis. Earth Elemental Master Quartz that enhances defense and ADF. Grants immunity under certain conditions. Ooh. Could be helpful in a pinch. I'll take that. Thank you. Question. I can't upgrade. Although ones. How much money do I got? Not a whole lot left, but let's see how much upgraded equipment we can buy now. You know what? I also need to sell items. Let's be real. I don't need a hard breaker. I don't need a double twist. I don't need Moliere. I don't need mass impact. Alright. Tiger Club. Oh, these are gonna be expensive as hell, aren't they? Whatever. Tiger Club. Not equip. Ekaterina. Scalar Rod. Oversmasher, Screwdrivers, and Tomcats. We've got Survival Vests, which give a huge chunk more defense. Jeez, oh Pete. Same with this too. The boots give. The boots give. Wait, hang on, I'm stupid. 675. They still have like 30 increase. In Lloyd's case, it's 40. I don't know why it's 40 specifically in his case. How many of these can I buy? I'm gonna buy 6 of these. We cannot buy a lot. We'll equip the armor on everybody. Okay. And we'll sell all those shoes we just got. Take these away. We'll come back and look for that, get the rest of that upgrade stuff later. For now, let's go to the downtown district and see what we can upgrade. Let's also see what's new here. There might be new stuff here. Equipment. If there is new stuff here, I don't recognize if it is or not. We can get a Steel Rest Plus, which gives strength and ATS in addition to its feint. Mystic Soul, increase in evasion in addition. ADF in addition to burn. Whatever. Quartz. Anything new? I kind of doubt it, honestly, actually. No, nothing new there. What about other? A Acerbic Tomatarian. 3 bitter burger. Why do you want 3 hamburgers? Customize. Phantom Club. Grants evasion. Adelhide grants blind % chance. Glarewing grants evasion increase. Hyperstream grants a critical chance. Blackthorns gains a 20% critical chance, and Killer Hornet gains a 10% critical chance. Why are 3 of these? Why are 3 of these critical chances? I'm not complaining. I'm just a bit confused. Phantom Club, Adelhide, Glarewing, Hyperstream, Killer Hornet, and Blackthorns. Upgraded to as much as we can at the moment. I can probably squeeze a little bit more Mira. Actually, what I should do is check the the new Master Orbs quartz we got. So, Scepter. Obtain Sepith from attacks and crafts, 30% chance. And obtain Sepith from offensive arts, 15% chance. And it gives... It's already at level 3, and it gives 6 water, 3 mirage. Okay, 6 water, 3 mirage. For now, give that to Lloyd, as weirdly as that sounds. Yeah, give that to Lloyd. Because I'm also using him a lot for his spin attack, which I feel like could be really helpful for getting stuff. So we'll do that for now. The other one we got was the... I also have Cannon. Forgot we got the Aegis. Begin battle with immunity. 1 stacks of a complete immunity. That's pretty good, honestly. Okay, so check that. I'll have to get more money in my own time for farming, but as always, there's also some things we can grab and events and stuff, what have you. So let's follow the guide. First off, let's head back to the SSS building. We're gonna save the game just in case. Go back to Kia's room. This is not Kia's room. Kia.
Oh, hey guys. Is everything okay, Kia? You haven't been the same since you visited Shizuku yesterday. I'll be okay. Hey Lloyd, is it gonna be hard to fix Shizuku's eyes?
Well, probably, if I had to guess. It doesn't sound like the surgery was a complete failure, but she still has a long way to go.
I see.
Hey, now, Kiddo, I know it's hard, but you can't let it get you down forever, alright? Last thing Shizuku wants is for you to be all in the dumps because of her.
Randy's got a point, Kia. Shizuku needs you now more than ever. Your encouragement and friendship are the best medicine she could ask for. Yeah, you guys are right. I have to cheer her up the next time I see her. That's what best friends do for each other. Thanks, guys. I'm feeling a little better now. Oh yeah, I promised the Earth I'd play with them, so I should get going.
Oh, sure. Just be careful out there.
Do you think she'll be okay? I sure hope so. At the very least, she perked up almost instantly just now. Now let's mull it over, though. Let's get going.
Next up, we are going to... Apparently we can't put any decorations. Also, speaking of decorations, do we have any? It'll be easy to check. Nope.
Not too shabby.
There you go, your decorations. Unfortunately, the boss doesn't get decorations. Boss isn't even here. Next up, we're going to the general store and we're going to buy the usual book. Crossbill Times issue 5. Next, we're going to the Vintage Sip Cafe. First off, we're gonna go to the kitchen and herb pasta. That's a new recipe. And if we go upstairs... Hey!
Oh, it's you. I see you've brought the rest of the SSS.
What's up, guys? Been a while.
Oh, hello, Chief. Chief Roberts, Jonah.
Are two of you here for lunch?
Yes, I want Jonah here to try eating healthy for once in his life. He had nothing but pizza while he was living at the Foundation headquarters in Lemon State.
Ah, yes. How could I have forever forgotten? And what's this? He's barely touched any of his veggies. You're right. His plate is nothing but peppers and carrots now. Being a picky eater isn't good for you, Jonah. Don't treat me like I'm some dumb kid. I'll eat whatever I want. Coming to a sit-down restaurant is a total waste of time. I mean, forks, knives, why even bother? It's so much easier to just inhale a couple slices of pizza while I'm on the computer.
This can't be. You mean to say these scrumptious vegetables don't light up your palate? Oh, this is all my fault. I only wanted you to eat something more nutritious. Oh, I got it. I'll summon chefs from across the area and create the ultimate vegetable dish. One even you can appreciate.
Could you cut it out already? And you wonder why we think you're so freaking annoying. You want me to stop being picky? Fine, just watch me. Yeah, it's like eating a weed. Maybe changing his ways won't be so easy after all. If only. Oh, I just remembered. You guys found out something about that clown dude who hacked the tower while you're at Michelin, right?
Official police business, Jonah. We can't comment.
He's right. We did meet him at Michelin, but we should keep what happened that night under wraps for now. Damn, so that's how it's gonna be, huh? Well, fine. Anyway, ever since the tower incident, he has shown up on the net again on the net. I still have to make him pay me back double for trashing my base. So if you hear any more details, send them my way, okay? Well, we can't promise you anything. Why you gotta be such a stick in the mud? All you gotta do is upload the info into your database. Then I can just hack into it later and take a look-see for myself.
Jonah! No!
Are kids serious right now?
You should really consider behaving yourself on occasion, now that this IBC is supporting you. To that end, I would appreciate if you kept a close eye on him, Chief. We can't allow him to run rampant now that the basic orbital network laws have gone into effect.
That's absolutely right, CEO. Under my count now, Jonah, I'm going to be watching over you like a hawk 24 hours a day.
Hey, don't egg him on, Tio. You know what kind of hell you're putting me through? We should leave, everyone.
Sure.
Passing the buck is a knot, and I'd say she's got it down pat.
Have fun.
Stupid chief babysitting me 24 hours a day. Why can't you find a hobby or something? I'm gonna get you for this, Tio. My work here is done. Let's be off, everyone. Stop ignoring me! Tio sure knows to keep him on a tight leash.
Have fun. Next up, we're going to the Administrative District. Administrative District this way. If we go into the city library, there should be a bulletin board around here. The following book has been added to our catalog by popular demand. 1 Minute Cooking Sweets Edition. Light popcorn. Nice. Next up, go to West Street. Go to General Store. Mini Velo Bike. A whimsical little bicycle for casual riding. Here you go, Noel. Next up, East Street we go. East Street. In here.
Aha! The SSS. Fancy meeting you here.
Hey, Rice. Are you here for lunch?
Indeed. I came into town on my break for something to eat. The fried rice at this restaurant is simply delectable.
Oh crap, my controller! It's about to fall. Huh?
Oh, Rice. You haven't lost your love for food. She's right, though. It does look good.
But what about the plate count? She's gonna put Shan through his college at this rate.
There's something odd about seeing a church sister like in a place like Long Lao.
What an odd combination.
Ellie doesn't seem to think that this is out of the ordinary for Rice at all.
It's not. It's very, very much not. We might need more money. I'm just gonna state this. I'm gonna go to the IBC. You know, again, I'm gonna have to farm for, Sepith anyways. So, exchange. Here, just take another 500. And 200. And 20. That should be enough, hopefully. I want to check something. System, record. Almost maxed out with Ellie. Half with Tio. Almost with Randy. Noel, Wazzy, Rixia, Dudley, and doing good with these. Boo boo doo doo. Boo doo doo. We're going to the back alley. Let's shop with you. Music box. An antique that plays a familiar tune when open. Decoration for Ellie's room. Sounds good. Next up, Entertainment District. There's two things we can do here. First off, go to the casino, and there's a new item we can buy. Not that. New material, comfy chair, jukebox. A retro coin-operated orbital music player. Decoration for Randy's room. Needs 2,000. Apparently that translates to 10k. Oh, hey, you can get the Michette ribbon here. Nice. That's pretty handy. Well, I'm gonna need it eventually, so give it to me. Thank you. In addition, we can also go to Arkansas. Sounds like on this... Aha! What are you doing up here, Elia?
Oh, if it isn't my favorite little guy and his merry band of friends. I'm guessing you're here to give us some encouraging words before the revival debut. Something like that. Were you looking in on how Sully and Rixia's rehearsal's going? You know it. I can get a great view from up here without them noticing. It's good to see they don't need me there to give it their all. They both remind me of myself when I first joined the troupe.
I guess even you were a rookie at some point.
Kinda hard to imagine though, huh?
Feel free to tell us about it. We've got the time. It's not that I mind, but I wouldn't want to bore you kids to see us. We promise you won't. We'd love to hear your story. I remember all the papers mentioning how high expectations were for your first performance. So you had captivated the city even before your debut. If I may ask, what was it that made you pursue a career on the stage in the first place? Good question. I'd say it all started when I watched Arkansas back in my childhood.
Okay, you want to be just like them, is that it?
No, not exactly. It's true their productions were impressive even then, with their talented cast and elaborate sets. But at the end of every show, I would always feel like something was missing, and I just couldn't accept it.
What do you mean?
Everyone in the Mutters would go on about how amazing Arkansas was. I was afraid there might be something wrong with me to think otherwise. There I was, tiny baby Ilya thinking, come on, I could do that better. Can you imagine? A total amateur like me thinking she could outshine Arkansas if she was just given the chance. Wow, so you were just as passionate even when you were little. With an attitude like that, I can already see all the friends you made when you finally landed to spawn the troop. I won't deny it. I was a talentless, inexperienced amateur dancing at the toes of real pros. But in my heart, I believed I could be the one to raise the bar. I told myself that if I let my performance do the talking, then eventually I'd earn their respect and win them over. Which made you who you are today. Maybe. You kids know by now that I'm a perfectionist. The catch is, I don't believe every Arkansas has ever put on a perfect show. That's why I went out and mined 2 diamonds in the rough, Rixie and Sully. With the 2 of them at my side, I believe we're oh so close to putting on the ultimate show I've dreamed of.
Wow. You, Ilya, are the most ambitious person I've ever met.
They say hard work beats talent every time. In your case, Ilya, both of them apply in spades. There really is no one like you.
Can't say it better myself.
Oh, please. You don't have to flatter me over a boring story like mine. When you guys finally have the night off, you should come and see us put on a revival performance. Rixie and Sully are going to set the stage on fire with yours truly. It's going to be a great production yet.
Yeah, of course, go on it. I look forward to seeing you put on the show of your dreams, Ilya. That apparently raises up some bonding points with them. Next up, go back to the downtown district. Okay, it first mentions the item that, I think we can actually get the bitter burgers right now, if we're lucky, I should say. Isn't there a burger? Yeah, the light burger. I need to make, like, 3 of these, so... Well, I can only make 3 right now. Theo, you make it. Well, I got 1. How many bitter burgers do I have right now? Bitter burger, bitter burger, bitter burger. Where's the burger? Am I blind? I am blind. Only 1. Oh, no wonder I didn't have any of it. What items do I need to make the bitter burger? What items do I need to make the bitter burger? I need fresh picked leaves, acerbic tomatoes, beast flesh. We are going to have... Let's go to Tolly's general store. That's not Jolly. That's not Jolly? Tolly. Acerbic tomatoes. We're gonna need a bunch of these. I don't have the cash to do this. What was the other item I needed? Ah, this one. This. No, I need actual... I need sharp cheese now. Sharp cheese. Why is the cheese sharp? Make it. No. You make it. It actually worked. First try too with her. I wasn't expecting it to work, to be real with you. Give me the acerbic tomatarian. We can't give it to Kier right now because apparently the guide says that she's not allowed to accept things until the next day in this chapter. Next up, go to Trinity. Not you. Alright. Let's learn much from him. That's weird. That's one of the weirdest things in a blend earlier. Was the end result even drinkable? I could have helped him if you just asked. Do I have any advice? Hazel and Liang are always look like they're having fun when they whip up new cocktails. So I tried making one too. They said it looked too funky upon the menu, but the ingredients are definitely good for the body. Here, try for yourself. Purple liquid. Thanks? Thanks. Next up, go back to the IBC and talk to the receptionist.
Hello, Estes. If you're looking for the acting CEO, she's currently on a biz trip abroad.
Acting CEO?
Happy Bell. The board of directors assumed most of her father's duties as the CEO, and she was appointed shortly thereafter. For the time being, that makes her the head of the IBC.
Damn, that's pretty impressive for someone her age.
But hardly surprising knowing Maribel. think it's crazy no matter how you slice it. My workload's a lot heavier now than it was before, I'm guessing. Yes, that would be correct. Fortunately, the board of directors is doing everything it can to lend its support and lift some of the burden. Now that she's the acting CEO, her duties have taken her far and wide and everywhere in between.
Yeah, they must be. I can't imagine how busy she must have been these last few weeks.
Incidentally, Miss Croy should be returning sometime this evening. However, her schedule puts her right back to work tomorrow with several business meetings and consultations with our various departments. I'm terribly sorry, but I don't think you'll be able to see her for the time being. That reminds me though, Miss Croy did leave a message for you.
Maribel's pom-pom party account? Is this a pom party account?
Maribel plays too. Oh, it's a surprise. As head of the technology department, it only stands to reason that I'd have an interest. Go right ahead and register my account, if you would. I'd be happy to use my skills to put you in your place. That's exactly how it reads. Is it now?
Someone tells me she wrote specifically for Lloyd. Even got his exact reaction.
You're undoubtedly correct. I wouldn't put past Belle. It's just as Miss McDowell says. You always did know her best. Sounds like she has an acting CEO for nothing. And that impression of her was spot on too. Bravo, miss. I may have been laying it on a tad thick. Regardless, that was her message. Miss Croy is never far from an orbital terminal. You may challenge her whenever you see fit.
Right, I'll keep it in mind. Apparently, you can only get that Palm Party account if you finish the Dollnap request from Chapter 2, is what the guide I have here is telling me. So if you want that, you gotta do that. Next up, we've done all that we can see in the city, but that's not to say there's things outside the city. First up, let's rest because I see Tio is not fully healed. And let's go to St. Ursula Medical Call. Yeah. Let's go see Shizuku! Shizuku! I can use the elevator.
I'm told that the SSS has taken on the cryptid investigation. My apologies. Such matters are typically under Bracer jurisdiction, but with me being away from the guild right now... Knock it off. You don't need to worry about that. It's still a joint investigation. Not like my kids are buying off more than they can chew. Trust them to take care of things for today, at least. So you say. Come on, you know as well as anyone how much they've grown this year. Besides, you should be enjoying this time together while you have it. You don't get to do this nearly enough. If you ask me, a dad's place at times like these is right beside his daughter. I'm in your debt, Sergei.
Thank you, Chief. That's very kind of you.
Pardon us. Actually, hang on. Something's different about Shizuku, I swear.
The SSS. What are you guys doing here? I told him I'd be coming alone since all of you were supposed to be busy today.
Sorry. Sorry about that, Chief. We wanted to check in on Shizuku ourselves.
Thanks you.
Whoa! You can open your eyes! Yo!
Thank you for visiting us, Sess. Shizuko, I've never seen you with your eyes open like that. Does that mean your size back? No, not exactly. Oh, she's so cute!
I was wondering, the thing that I noticed is, when looking at her expression here, wasn't there like lines on her eyes? I could have sworn there were. There were like weird lines on her like eyelids, I should say. Like ones that looked... Like, I don't know, it looked like you had two ones on your eyelids almost. I don't know, maybe I'm misremembering things. But I noticed it looked different right out the gate. But you can open your eyes now! That's still an improvement!
Dr. Salem did everything that she could as the operating surgeon. On paper, the procedure was a success, but her vision is not fully recovered. All that has returned thus far is her ability to perceive light around her. That's so.
I'm sorry to hear that. Don't worry about me, everyone. I'm okay. But since you're all here, would it be alright for us to take a walk to the roof together, Father?
That'd be nice. I was just starting to think it's a little crowded in here. We'd all use some fresh air.
But Shizuku just had surgery. Shouldn't she be taking it easy?
The doctor said her condition is stable, as long as she isn't exposed to strong light for an extended period of time. Seeing as today is a little overcast, there shouldn't be any issues with taking her outside. I'll inform the staff. Would you all help Shizuku out of her bed and make sure she's ready to go?
I'm happy she can at least open her eyes.
So the Divine Blade of Wind has a soft spot for his darling little girl. Add him to the list, I suppose. He's always like that. Father is a kind man once he gets to know him.
Yeah, and now we can go for a little jog, skip, and walk with the guy. We're up for it.
I'm excited already.
Oh, you're so cute.
Watch your steps, Shizuko.
I will, Father. The breeze is so nice and the sunlight is so warm. I almost forgot how bright it could get.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Shizuko. Now I think about it, Arius did mention something about you being able to perceive light again.
I'm still not able to make any details, but yes, that's right.
That's still an improvement, I would argue, right? Sure, it's still not really good, per se, but at the same time, something's definitely better than nothing, I would argue, right?
I can sense how bright it is now. Almost like there's a white haze all around me. A white haze?
I think I can imagine it. Your eyes know there's light there, but it's not the same as having vision.
Oh, you don't have to be sad for my sake, everyone. I'm very happy with how well the surgery went.
You are?
Well, at first I was upset that I didn't get all my eyesight back, of course. At that point, I started giving up hope that I was ever going to get better.
Shizuko.
But after thinking about it, I realized this was the first treatment I've ever had that's made this much progress. That means my eyes can still get better, even if it takes a long time. It gave me a reason to believe again. Plus, I don't want to let down Father, Kia, and everyone at the hospital has been supporting me. So I'm not gonna give up. I want to continue my treatment.
Shizuko, you're amazing. Not everyone has that kind of strength.
Well, I don't know if I'd call it strong. I still need everyone's help. Without Father here to pay my hospital bills for me, I don't know what I'd do.
As long as you haven't given up, I'll support you for as long as it takes. So don't worry about that, Shizuku. Just focus on getting better for us. That's exactly what your mother would want to.
You're right, Father. Thank you. I know Mother is with the gods watching over us, so I'll keep doing my best to make a recovery for you and her both.
Kid's got some fire in her belly, huh? Arius, no question who her daddy is. Our apple doesn't fall far from the tree, does it? I say she gets it from her mother, if anything. It's almost time for us to return to your room, Shizuku. Doctor's orders.
Oh, yes, of course.
We'll walk you back inside. Lloyd and Iris join a few moments of light conversation in Shizuku's hospital room. Alright, I should be getting back to work. You two enjoy your father-daughter time, Arios. Much appreciated, Sergei. We'll see you tonight, Chief. Will do. Well, I'll be expecting to hear all about your cryptics investigation. With the Divine Dad of Wind... With the Divine Dad of Wind here taking some time off, this is your chance to close the gap.
The Divine what?
Later, guys.
Thank you for coming, Chief.
The Divine Dad of Wind. I like it.
I can't believe you said that to the man himself still in the room.
Who else do we know who could get away with that?
Well, he is my former superior. I suppose I can afford him a little bit of leeway. Nevertheless, he was correct. I hope you have no objections to investigating the cryptids for today. I plan to be back to work first thing tomorrow. Until then, lend your aid to Scott, Winslow, Aelia, and Lynn.
We will do what we can. Thank you for covering for Father, everyone. I hope your work goes well. And I'm glad you visited too. It was fun talking with all of you.
The pleasure was all ours, Shizuko. We'll come see you again soon. Take care.
Oh, that was awesome.
I'll leave the investigation of the cryptids to you and yours. I plan to be back at work first thing tomorrow. Until then, lend your aid to Scott, Winslow, Aelia, and Lynn.
I just remembered. He also came to visit me yesterday. But I think hearing about my surgery only made her sad.
That ain't mentioned it. There did seem to be something on her mind this morning. Don't worry about it too much, Shizuko. Just stay positive and I'm sure Kia will cheer up eventually.
I hope so.
Aww. I'm glad she can at least open her eyes, though. Oh, she wasn't able to do that at all before. I do find it nice that I was somehow even able to tell that even before she opened her eyes. Again, I'm gonna have to look back at what her sprite looked at before, but it was different. It had to have been. Something about just... Again, her closed eye sprite looks different from how it used to. I just don't know what specifically looks different. I don't know if there's any way for me to, like... There's no way I can go far back enough to check, I don't think. Because...
Yeah, there's no way. I can go all the way back to when freaking Campanella was existing. Anyways, we're not done with exploring yet. We still have to go back to Belgard Gates now. And we're looking for a familiar face from a while ago. I assume she would be up in her room? Yep. How's it hanging, Warrant Officer Muriel? Working hard or hardly working?
You know very well the answer to that question. Honestly, Randy, I told you just the other day that I was promoted to second lieutenant. Ignore him. Congratulations on your promotion. Thank you, Sergeant Major. It feels nice to be moving up, but it also means I'm going to be saddled with additional responsibilities. I'll just have to buckle down and apply myself even more from here on out.
Even more? Like you're already walking around with a stun albert up your butt already. You're gonna get burned out if you keep up like that. You gotta learn how to chillax. Be as cool as the other side of the pillow.
I don't recall asking for life advice from the local moron, Randy, but thank you for spoiling our pleasant conversation. Promotion or not, some things are never going to change, huh?
By the way, where's that gift I bought for your promotion? Are you gonna wear it? You know, this shiny little thing I picked up at Michelin? You bought her a present? Chivalry even?
Be reasonable, Randy. You should know I can't wear something like that while I'm in uniform. I'm a ranking officer as a CGF. It's too flashy, so I put it away as a keepsake. I mean, I stuffed it away somewhere outside because I couldn't stand to look at it.
A little late on that.
Sorry, I bet I just tossed it in the back of my desk or something.
You're blushing, Muriel.
Cute.
Thank you, Tio. Alright, now we're done with all of our exploring for side things now. Now the guide mentions... Well... Okay, you know what? Actually, hang on. There's one last thing. The guide doesn't say to do this, but it kind of did, but I just didn't do it earlier. I'm gonna have to farm for it anyway, so I might as well just get fully upgraded before I start. Let's go back to the IBC and get the rest of our money. Again, I'm gonna have basically no Sepith going forward, but again, I'm gonna have to farm anyway, so might as well grab as much as I can. I'll do 500. Okay, that'll be enough. That should be enough to get everybody up to upgrade their armor now. So let's head back to SSS building, go over here, get our armor. Okie dokie. Survival vests. Everybody needs one. Not 6. 5. 6. Survival vest, survival vest, survival vest, survival vest, survival vest, and survival vest. Alright, now we're really ready to get going. Save the game one more time. Alright, first off, we actually have a hidden quest we're going to be starting with, apparently. Head back over to the police administration. And go talk to an old, friend, question mark? Also. Nope. Ah, you.
Yeah, Margaret, how could you do this to me? You never had eyes for any other man before. What changed? I have to do something before I lose her for good. I must.
It's Vice Commissioner Pierre. Often you see him on the first floor.
It looks like something's troubling him.
Yes. How long have you been standing there? Don't tell me you heard what I was saying just now.
Oh, we didn't catch anything specific and it makes you feel better.
Though you did mention something about Margaret having eyes for other men. Oh, could that be the name of your favorite hostess, Vice Commissioner?
How dare you? What you watch your slanderous mouth? Margaret's the name of my missus.
Mrs.?
You mean your wife?
Yes, you fool. Between losing my wedding ring and being passed over for the role of commissioner, she's been nagging me like never before. Wait, what am I doing telling you all this?
That's right. The Vice Commissioner came off as pretty whipped when he lost his ring. That was months ago, but from the sounds of things, it's still giving him grief.
So be it. I have no other choice. Beggars can't be choosers at times like this. Look alive, SSS. I'm giving you a top secret mission straight from your Vice Commissioner.
Top secret? What are you talking about?
I'll be frank. I would like you for you to investigate my wife.
Bruh.
You want us to look into your old lady?
Would utilizing your position for private matters not violate department policy?
You let me worry about department policy. Time is of the essence here. Consider it a formal support request or whatever they're called, if it makes you feel better. Now what do you say?
I guess that we could. What should we do? Lend the guy a hand. Okay. You clearly need a hand, so could you start over from the beginning?
You really help me then? Good. I'll tell you everything you need to know, but not on the open. Follow me up to my office. We can discuss details there.
Alright. Your wife isn't seeing a host?
That's right. As I understand, she's been going to several such clubs lately. However, there's one host in particular who she's been meeting with in secret.
And you're positive this man is a host. I was about to ask the same thing. Don't you think you should have a little more faith in your wife?
But I do, but I decided to risk it all to find out for sure. That's how I came across the evidence in her purse. Margaret's meeting with a mystery man named Clyde. It was right there in the Daily Planner. What kind of man has a name like that? It's a stage name. He has to be a host.
I wouldn't call that irrefutable, but I won't say he's categorically wrong either.
Who's grasping for every straw he can find?
So you think she's seeing a host, do you? Sorry to tell you, but I've never heard of anyone who goes by Clyde, and believe me, I would have.
Huh?
Seriously, Wazzy?
Hey, it's a social business. Generally speaking, I know the names of all the hosts working the clubs in the entertainment district. I can't rule out the chance that he's some rookie who slipped my notice, though.
Wait just a minute. You seem awfully knowledgeable about all this. Don't tell me you're that new addition to the SS. The one who is, in fact,
Host? My yes.
You scoundrel! You're a member of the police force. What would people say if they found out what you did off duty?
Please try to calm down, Vice Commissioner. What matters right now is figuring out what exactly your wife's been up to.
That's right. And trust us, we've already tried to lecture him on that particular issue. There's no getting through to him. Their words, not mine.
Ah.
Back on topic. You mentioned searching through your wife's purse, correct? Not that I condone the act, but did you find anything else that might benefit our investigation?
Let me think. Now I remember. Her appointment reminders also had a location penciled in alongside them. Apparently she's been visiting the restaurant in Central Square almost every afternoon.
The restaurant in Central Square? You mean Vince Sift? If this Clyde truly is a host, why would he meet your wife in broad daylight? It's not uncommon. A little secret tryst while their husband's at work. It happens more often than you'd think. Plenty of hosts have regulars they only meet with during the day.
And I'm right, aren't I?
Again, Vice Commissioner, settle down. And could you stop riling him up on purpose, Rozzy?
Who, me? Why, I never.
At any rate, I think we have a good grasp of the situation now. Would you mind stepping back and leaving the investigation to us?
Fine, whatever you think is best. Just make sure you get to the bottom of this. But do so with the utmost discretion, am I clear?
Understood. We'll get right on it.
Yeah, I can't believe we agree to this.
To be fair, the Vice Commissioner did seem genuinely concerned about his wife. I think it's worth investigating until we see the truth of the matter for ourselves. Yes, we must. So, where should we begin?
Let's try the restaurant in Central Square first. If his wife's been there with his alleged host often, we might be able to get some information from the two directly.
That sounds like a good place as any to start. Shall we be off?
Why is he so into this? You know exactly why he's so into this. It's his damn normal job. There is additional detective points you can actually get from this side quest, apparently, if you choose correct options, so we're going to make sure we do that. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Huh? Look.
You have a keen eye, Margaret. Forgive me if I'm being out of line, but you truly are wasted on your husband.
Oh, Clyde. You always have such a way with words.
It's me we were told about. And sure enough, he's with the Vice Commissioner's wife.
So this is Clyde, is it?
He doesn't look like any host I've ever met before. We should grab a seat nearby so we don't call any attention to ourselves. There's a chance we'll manage to find something out.
Understood. The split up and sat at different tables then.
This is about as obvious as I can. I'm gonna be real with you guys. You're all looking in their direction.
Oh yes, I looked over that pamphlet from before. And after seeing those photos, well, I just about fell in love with it on the spot.
Did you now? Perhaps the two of us could go and visit sometime then. If you'd like, I could even arrange a room at a hotel.
Oh no, there's no need for that. I've already gone. The view is just as magnificent, and not a single thing to complain about.
It's wonderful. And it simply simplifies things, too. Now we can move the plans forward a bit and...
They do seem comfortable around each other. It sounds like they're planning a trip to Michelin together. Still, something seems off.
Sorry, the guy's been way too much of a kiss ass.
We still don't have any decisive evidence yet, though. Let's keep listening in, then.
Well, now, with that out of the way, I'll be excusing myself.
Of course, of course. Oh, I'll see you again at the club.
I knew I belong in the entertainment district, yes. You can expect me there, ma'am. I won't want to keep you from what you've been dreaming of any longer than necessary.
I can hardly wait.
I guess the day's over.
What should we do, Lloyd? We have yet to find out anything concrete.
Let's keep telling him. Randy, Wazzy, and I will go after Clyde. Ellie, Tio, Noel, you three follow Margaret. Make sure you don't get spotted no matter what.
Understood.
I suppose, joint.
Things are heating up nicely.
Thank you, Wazzy.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Clyde. I brought what we discussed.
A briefcase.
Ah, yes. Thank you very much, sir. So, how'd things go? Well, very well, actually. She's been quite enthusiastic about the idea. We'll be closing the deal later at New Blanc. That's good to hear. Well, it's almost time for the next cruise ship to leave. I'll head back to Michelin and make sure everything is in order. It's all up to you now, Clyde. Secure this contract and it'll rocket you straight to the top of the firm. I won't let you down, sir.
Oh, so that's what's going on. I don't think there's any romantic thing happening, though it definitely can look like it.
Okay, Clyde, you got this.
I don't think it's particularly romantic, but I think I see what's going on here. And it makes a lot more sense.
Here he goes. Guy sure is fired up. And from the sound of it, he's meeting up with the Vice Commissioner's wife at New Blanc.
What should we do now? No need to keep tailing him now that we've got what we need, right?
Yeah, let's contact back to Ellie and the RSM. We should regroup at Police HQ. I think we have just enough to nail down who this Clyde person really is. Afterward, Lloyd contacted Ellie and the others who had started shadowing the Vice Commissioner's wife. They decided to meet at the police tomorrow to relay the information to the Vice Commissioner.
Well, how'd the investigation go? Has my wife been having an affair with a host or what?
Please calm down, Vice Commissioner. Ellie, what happened when you trailed Miss Margaret?
Well, we watched her close as we could, but we didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. She eventually went back home to the residential district. And she didn't meet with anyone else on the way. However, she does plan to meet with this Clyde person at New Blanc later.
What? What does you think he's doing, taking my wife to a seedy place like that? Oh, that's the last straw. I'll assemble an entire SWAT team and storm New Blanc.
I told you to calm down, Vice Commissioner.
Last thing you want to do is send armed forces there, considering who owns the place.
Well, what am I supposed to do then? For every second we waste, that host gets closer to sinking his lecherous fangs into my Margaret.
I don't think you have to worry about her falling prey like that. At least not as far as hosts are concerned.
What do you mean?
Wazzy had it figured out from the start. But I don't think this Clyde is a host at all.
Pardon me? Well, if he isn't a host, then what in Ios's name is he?
Well, he's a salesman. From what we can tell, Clyde is most likely a salesman.
A salesman?
Going off his speech patterns, it did sound like he wanted to sell something, just not his body or a good time.
Okay. Ooh, wait, hang on, I'm being offered food. Hang on. I need...
Lloyd, you're doing this again?
I don't care. I want 3 chicken sandwiches, no pickle. And give me...
Lloyd, could you...
No! I want food! Okay.
Going off of speech patterns, it did sound like you wanted to sell something, just not a spy or a good time.
Exactly. His attitude in itself is proof that he's anything but a host. Gentlemen such as myself work hard to give lonely mesdams a brief reprieve from their otherwise painfully mundane lives. A top-class host escorts his lay with courtesy, but he would never humble himself more than necessary. We aren't there to grovel.
I don't know if I put it like quite like Wazzy did, but my conclusion is more or less the same. From what I could tell, Clyde and your wife didn't look at all like they were having an affair. Alright, sorry. If Bush, I'd say they came off as more of a buyer and seller. That's the impression I got anyway. Seeing as they've met several times now, it wouldn't be unreasonable to say they're working out a business deal or some kind.
Even if all this is true, just what sort of punch is my sweet-talking wife into?
Well, if we keep running with this theory, I think we can figure out what kind of salesman he is. Clive most likely deals with real estate. Real estate.
So he's trying to sell her property?
I mean, they were talking about Michelin, right? Right. What else are you gonna buy at Michelin? I mean, sure, or it could be jewelry, yeah, but at the same time, no.
Now you mention it, Michelin came up during their conversation at Vincept. At first I thought it was about a vacation, but that pamphlet suggested otherwise.
Yeah, I was probably promoting upscale properties for sale in Michelin. Plus, after we tailed him to the Harbor District, Clyde received something from a man in a suit.
That's right. The way they spoke to each other gave me the sense that it was his boss. He may have been delivering him a contract of some kind that needed her signature.
If we piece this all together, Clyde is a real estate agent who's been in talks with your wife about buying a property. If it's going along smoothly, Miss Margaret was so receptive. And it's going along smoothly. Miss Margaret, it was so receptive she even went to Michelin herself to scope out the location. Assuming this is all true, it would explain why she's been meeting with this man so often.
Oh yeah, it's starting to fall into place.
And today they entered the final negotiations, which means the contract will be signed during their meeting at Nuit Blanc.
Yes, I think I get the gist of it now. Wait just a sec. That would mean Margaret's trying to buy property in Michelin without even consulting me. What it?
You know what? That's also a fair That's also fair. That's a problem that you gotta deal with, I feel. I don't think I can deal with that.
I'm not made of money. How does she think, does she know how little a vice commissioner makes? How does that woman expect to scrounge up that kind of mirror?
Maybe she took out a loan? That's a possibility. He may have even convinced her to take out an unreasonably large one.
This is worse than I could have imagined. I know what I must do. I'm gonna storm into Nuit Blanc myself. I am not going to let this shark swindle my wife right underneath my nose. I'll give this Clyde fellow a piece of my mind and drag Margaret out of there if it's the last thing I do.
That spoke the henpecked husband.
I feel like we just slipped some horrible switch inside of him.
I'll tell you what, we're already here, so why don't we all go lend you a hand? It wouldn't be wise to charge a Nuit Blanc all by your lonesome, don't you think?
I can't argue with that, but is that really the reason you want to go?
You have a real penchant for chasing drama, don't you? You know that, Wazzy? I haven't the slightest clue what you mean. Regardless, if we don't hold him back, I doubt anyone else will.
Yeah, we don't got much choice. I'm not too stoked by it, but I think I can guess into the place. My old pal Zach's probably bouncing you at the door right about now.
What the devil's you mumbling about over there? I'm in for Nuit Blanc, and you're coming with me. That's final.
Yes, sir.
Hey. And that's what's up. Thinking you let us squeeze on by, Zach's? Oh, we'll want to keep this a secret from Shirley and Uncle Sigmund, but I'm sure you already knew that part. I was just wondering when you'd show up again. Didn't think it'd be as an errand boy, though. You really have blessed your touch, huh, Commander Randolph? Just like the young miss said. Stop calling me that already.
I think this is the same Jaeger we saw in front of the Crimson & Co. before.
Alright. I'll look the other way this once. Think of it as a little favor from me to you. Just don't stir up any trouble inside, got it? I won't say a peep to the young miss or the vice leader either. Sound good? Just Andy. Well, I played my part. Looks like they haven't arrived yet, so you better get inside if you're gonna ambush them. I think I'm gonna sit this one out, though.
That's fine. We should keep a lower profile anyway.
And I'm going in one way or another. Now decide amongst yourself who else will join me.
Someone's worked up about this. His bravado has carried him too far to back down now. I'll go. I've been looking forward to this since we took his request. The Vice Commissioner, Lloyd, and myself should be plenty, yes?
Yeah, that should work.
The rest of us will remain here on standby. Make sure to contact us with your enigmas if you need backup.
Will do. Okay, you two, let's head inside.
Yes, in we go.
Oh boy. You. Okay, we've requested that your wife and that man be seated at the table over there once they enter the club.
I see. That'll do just fine. And if it turns out he really is some crooked real estate angel, I'll see to arrest him myself.
Believe it when I say I'd love to see that. Don't look now, but I think that's them over there.
Excuse me, I have a reservation for 200 Clyde. Oh, yes. Right this way, sir.
My, but this is a fancy club.
Oh?
Is this your first time visiting, Margaret? I was thinking you'd already seen everything Crosswell's to offer with your husband so high up in the police.
Oh, please, that's alright. He may be the Vice Commissioner, but his salary is peanuts. He'd much rather drink the night away with some hostess in a dingy bar than take his own wife out for dinner.
My apologies, then.
This ain't a good look for you, gamer.
It may be only noon, but allow me to kickstart the proceedings by buying you a drink.
I'd be happy to accept.
This ain't a good look for you, gamer, I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't worry, Vice Commissioner.
Quiet you. I don't need you telling me what to do. So what, this snooty little tap room is beyond my means. The dingy bar suits me better. What's so wrong with that?
We've got a deeper issue.
Nothing besides your overwhelming inferiority complex.
Bringing him with us was a mistake. Shall we get down to business, then?
Clyde retrieved what appeared to be a contract from his briefcase.
Has requested the purchase agreement for the villa in Michelin, for the villa in Michelin's residential area. Simply sign your name on the dotted line and it's all yours.
Oh, I've been waiting for this moment. I would be more than happy to sign.
Right. It's a contract for a property at the resort.
So what's the plan now? We still haven't learned whether this deal is on the up and up or not.
Hey. Stay. Stay away from my wife, you charlatan.
Well, here we go. Uh-oh.
What?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
this can only go well.
Pierre, I'm dragging you out myself.
What in the world are you doing here?
Cancel it deal at once, Margaret. This crooked realtor is swindling you.
I beg your pardon. Hold on just a moment. Crooked, I haven't done anything wrong in the least.
A funny joke, comedy man. You can't fool me.
Pierre,
You're whining and dying my wife, buttering her up and taking her into some kind of ridiculous loan on this property, aren't you?
Pierre,
Give me a cold dang get up before I let you sink your grubby claws into us like that.
Pierre.
Stay silent, woman. As the CBD's Vice Commissioner,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Snookums. Sorry.
That was the quickest surrender I've ever seen.
Did you hear that whip crack? You go, Margaret.
Where did the whip crap come from? Who? Shara?
Gods, how would I put up with you? You're supposed to be a vice commissioner. How could you be so blindly jump to the wrong conclusion and treat this man like a criminal? You have no shame. Well,
I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Hold on. Are you saying this is all misunderstanding?
Wait, it is?
well, no, I'm out. Go on, Margaret. Spill the tea and don't leave a drop. Very well. Firstly, Clyde here is a respectable realtor who deals in luxury properties. Your assessment was wrong to begin with. There's nothing crooked about him at all.
I don't understand. We don't have nearly enough funds to splurge for something like this.
Actually, I recently took up a trading stocks in my spare time, and I've been making a tidy profit ever since. These past few days have earned me more than your salary could in half a decade.
Damn.
Stocks?
To be honest, my patience with you has reached its limit. You're a pitiful man who can hardly look his own wife in the eye. Even your position was only earned through luck and connections. And I don't know if it's just so you can avoid being at home with me, but your late night drinking binges are straining our finances. You were in a much better mood when you thought you were the next commissioner in line after your old one was dismissed. Then the other vice commissioner was chosen over you. Your sour grapes have made you grouse and complain incessantly ever since.
Isn't that a little harsh, ma'am?
Quite honestly, I don't think I could live with you any longer. That was the reason I consoled Clyde. I've been hoping to use my earnings to purchase a home for myself. And I was to separate from you before eventually filing for a divorce. Originally, that is.
Out come the claws. Now it's getting good. Were you born without the ability to feel compassion? Wait, did you just say originally?
Huh?
You did. I did. You organized all this because you were afraid of losing me, didn't you? Up until now, you were too afraid of me to step foot in the house. I'm impressed that you went through through with all of this. So then I want you to come home so that we can sit down and talk this through. Together.
Margaret.
I'm very sorry, Clyde, but we're going to put this purchase on hold.
Can't be, Margaret. We were so close.
It's not as if I cancelled the deal entirely, but it was wrong of me to negotiate alone. I look forward to discussing this again in the future. Yeah, I may not be separating, but the property still interests me. I'm sure I'll purchase it eventually.
I would prefer to close the deal today, but I suppose I can't force you to sign a contract. I'll just excuse myself then.
Well, it turns out Clyde wasn't guilty of anything in the end. Makes me feel kind of bad for suspecting him the way we did. Who cares about his feelings? What matters is we kept the vice commissioner's sinking marriage afloat.
I should be going too, Pierre. I'll see you again tonight. We have plenty to discuss, so come straight home after work. Understood?
Yes, no comes.
And so he dons the leash yet again. Well, on the bright side, he's not getting divorced.
Ahem. Excellent work today, SSS.
We're glad that everything worked out in the end. It's a relief to know your wife wasn't being taken advantage of.
That's all well and good, yes, but now I'm going to be paying out the nose for a villa I've never even seen before. Thank gosh we're not getting a divorce at least. I suppose we can use the new place as a weekend retreat.
Margaret did seem charmed by it, for what it's worth.
Yeah, man, sometimes you gotta give in, let Leia have what she wants.
Besides, the funds are coming out of her own stock market earnings in the first place.
Oh, it's a whole different can of worms. How did Margaret even... as if I needed another reminder of how much more capable she is than me.
You reap what you sow, as they say.
Yeah, be that as it may, as long as I'm still a married man at the end of the day, I'm grateful. Yeah, my thanks, SSS.
Anytime, Vice Commissioner. You know always count on us. We'll just show ourselves out now. Well, that was interesting. That was a fascinating side quest. Not one that I was expecting, but hilarious nonetheless. Next up, let's go to... we're gonna go to our Mork village, and we're gonna do a new, an optional quest now. So let's go back to the garage. Ride the car. Our Mork village. We're doing the Stranger Danger side quest. Let's see. Make sure to save the game. Go into the owner's house. Yo! Toda!
Just what my fool of a son think he's doing.
It's concerning, yes. I believe there's a possibility he's been... Hello, Chief Toda. You called for a special support section? Also, hey, Hayworth. Oh, Mr. Hayworth is here, too.
All of you are. I've been waiting.
I think you've seen the request. Thank you for coming. Sure thing. Why are you here, though, Mr. Hayworth?
As it so happens, he has a stake in this particular problem as well.
After talking things over, Chief Tola and I decided it would be prudent of us to consult with the SSS. Considering the circumstances, we thought the situation called for a professional investigation.
If that's the case, this must be a serious issue. I recall the description mentioning that this had to do with your son, correct?
Yes, it's a very complicated matter. I can brief you all on the details if you're ready to accept the request. Is now a good time?
We're ready to help. We're ready to help, Chief Toda. Tell us everything we need to know.
Thank you, SSS. I'm in your debt once again. As for what's going on, my son Derek has been acting strangely recently. I get the sense he has some kind of sinister plan in the works.
Sinister? Is it really that bad?
Well, I don't know the details yet. As a matter of fact, I don't know what's going through that boy's head at all. You see, not long ago, Derek told Harold that Mork would no longer be doing business with him.
What? Really? Why would he do that? Haven't you always been on excellent terms with the village, Mr. Hayworth?
Yes, I've done my best to be kind to the people here ever since we started doing business. I came to see Chief Toll today because I was afraid there had been some kind of misunderstanding.
And let me guess, the chief here was just as out of the loop as you were. Am I right?
Yes, you are. But we never intend to wrong Mr. Hayworth like this. Losing a customer like in him would have been a grave loss for our village. I'm sure my son is fully aware of that as well.
It certainly is strange. So why did the sun just suddenly... Yeah, why did the sun just suddenly...
We don't want you anymore, despite the fact that you're half the reason why this village is even staying afloat to begin with. We don't want you here. What?
What reason could Derek have to go over your head and make a decision like that so rashly?
That's exactly what Harold and I have been discussing. In doing so, a certain questionable individual came to mind. Derek's been meeting with a foreigner out of state recently.
A foreigner?
We don't have very many details on him for the moment. All we know is that he and Derek have been talking behind closed doors.
Nothing so suspicious, quite like a secret meeting.
Quite right. As such, my request to you is to investigate this foreigner for us. If he truly is plotting some sort of nefarious scheme, we need to put a stop to it at once.
I apologize if this comes off as rude, but is something like this truly worth submitting as a report request? Surely the logical approach would be to simply speak with your son yourself.
Don't think that's our cards here, Ty. I'm embarrassed to say so, but the young lady's correct. Derek and I have been at odds on how best to run the village for a long time. I've tried to confront him about this, but I can never get an answer out of him. And as his father, it pains me to admit it.
No wonder you decided to consult us.
That about brings us up to speed. We'll begin the investigation immediately.
I was thinking we could start by interviewing each of the villagers.
Feel free to do so. Incidentally, Derek and Elkin are delivering produce to the city right now. You may be better off speaking with them last.
Thank you for looking into this, SSS.
I hope you can get to the bottom of things.
We'll do everything we can, Mr. Hayworth. Stranger danger. So, the characters that the guide mentions to talk to first include, go to Ashrinen and let's speak to owner Gofon. Yo. Excuse me, I have a few questions for you. Do you know about a foreigner?
Oh, the man who's been staying here on and off. Well, it's pleasant enough to be around. I'm very polite at that.
Fine, huh?
I see. And would you happen to know this man's name?
Yeah, let me think. I believe it was Maneth. Or at least that's what he wrote in the guest entry.
Minith. At least we have a name to work with right now. Is there anything else you can tell us about this individual?
Well, he wasn't too chatty, so there's not much we can tell. He did call Derek up to his room a couple times to talk about something or other. That's pretty much all I know.
Sounds like secret means the secret meeting. Sounds like the secret means Chief Toll has been worrying about.
Yeah, not the most game-changing info, but it's something. Thank you for your help.
No problem. Happy to be of service. But if you really want to thank me, why don't you order some food while you're here?
Fine. There. You happy? Next up, Old Man Rior in the store. Wait, you're the old man. Excuse me, I have a few questions for you. Do you know a foreigner?
Oh, him. He's not keen eye, I can tell you that much.
What do you mean by that?
Well, the man's become infatuated with our honey. He was raving about being a surefire hit that he could sell across the entire continent.
Sell across the entire continent? What is he, a trader or something?
I never heard of him outright say it, but that seems likely. With a certain taste like that, I'm sure he's already made a name for himself. I'd be thrilled if my grandson were to follow his example.
Is that so?
Oh no, well now we know the dude's some kind of merchant.
That's good information to have. Thank you for your help.
No problem, feel free to talk to me again anytime.
And then, north of the general store, there's this house here. You. Excuse me, I have a few questions for you. Do you know about some foreigner?
Oh, him? But if I had to describe the man, I might say consider it. Consider it. Can you elaborate? Once he was passing by the children as they were playing, they accidentally got his clothes dirty. Rather than raise a fuss, he paid no mind. In fact, he even gave them some candy. I didn't decide whether to thank, compliment, or apologize to him. He had me speechless.
Interesting. Well, thanks for your time. I think I'm starting to see what's going on here. It seems like the kid may have actually just been doing this as a way of, I'm starting to think the kid may have been trying to actually help the village by getting a different deal with, this Minith person. But that being said, there needs to be more discussions before a decision like that can be made.
Okay, we have more info to go off of now that we've spoken to the villagers. This man's named Myth, and he's believed to be a foreign merchant. He's supposedly a kind man as well. That's the type that's courteous, patient, and caring with kids. On the other hand, we don't know why he's here in the first place, and that's suspicious in and of itself. You make a good point. Yes, we never did learn of a motive in any of these conversations.
The biggest thing that stands out to him is... The biggest thing that stands out is him talking to the village chief's son in secret. That doesn't pass the smell test.
I'm inclined to agree. It's incongruent with everything else we heard. I say we should follow up on that. Wait, look over by the entrance. That's Elkin, the one who went with Derek into the city. He must have just gone back. Let's go speak with him. Yo. Excuse me, Elkin, right? We got a couple things we'd like to ask you.
Oh, yeah? Oh, what can I do for you? Let me guess, you came to ask about my shiny new orbital truck here.
No, sorry to disappoint.
Oh, really? But it's the Vern Company's latest model. Myth gave it to me for real cheap.
Oh. Hold on just a moment. By Myth, you mean the foreigner who's been visiting the village recently, correct? Just how cheap we talking here?
Get this. I got for low price just 50,000 Mira.
Only 50,000? But I wouldn't give to be that lucky just once. Does the gods have it in for me or something?
Easy, Noah. I can see you turning as green as your hat.
Sorry, force of habit. Moving past Noah's mechanophilia, the average market value of a new truck should be nearly 500,000 Mira, which makes the amount you pay exorbitantly low.
Mechanophilia.
That'd be a 90% discount. It sounds more like a charity than a bargain.
Well, he said the price was cut was so he could make our work easier without breaking our budget. He and Derek have been working out some sort of plan. I guess it's coming along. That Myth, I tell you, hats off to him. Plan. Shoot, Derek said I'm not supposed to tell anyone. Friend, you didn't hear that. Anyway, this Myth guy's the real deal.
So you say. I wonder if he's just trying to butter up and that either the guy's genuinely just some sort of miracle, or more likely, the guy's just trying to feign kindness and then just scam these people. Wait a minute. Did you come back alone, Elkin? Chief told us that you and Derek went to the city together to deliver produce.
We did, but Derek told me he'd catch a bus back to the village later. He said he has some business to take care of at the hotel in the entertainment district. Another meeting with Myth, I'm guessing.
Hey Lloyd, this could be our chance.
Speak with him face to face? Probably, yeah. We should head over and check things out. Thank you for speaking with us, Elkin. This is very helpful.
No problem. Not that I get what you're after, but hey, good luck all the same.
Let's go check on how these guys are really doing. Back to the SSS garage. You know, it's almost kind of sad to think that this is going to be the last game of the Crossbell Saga. Like, the Crossbell Saga is only 2 games compared to Trails in the Skies 3 trilogy. Not the right way. To the hotel. Uh-huh.
All right, we'll meet up again tomorrow then. Good talking to you as always.
Howdy.
Huh? Wait, aren't you...
Parnas. You're Derek from Armorica Village, correct?
That's me. There's something I can help you with?
Probably should have opened up with this, but we're with the Crossville Police, Special Support Section. We have a few questions we'd like to ask.
That's so. Let me guess, my father sent you here, didn't he? So he even called the police, huh? That's just rich.
He has reasons.
I already know his game. He's snooping around to find out what I'm up to, right? Well, I have nothing to hide. Ask me anything you want.
Not the reaction I was expecting.
I'll get straight to the point then. We were told that you've been meeting in secret with a man named Minith recently. Would you mind explaining why?
Whatever. It's not as though my father can do anything about it. Minith has been helping me with a little project of sorts. It's all part of my plan to revolutionize the village.
Revolutionize the village? Why would you keep something so important from your father? Well-intentioned or not, doesn't it concern him just as much as it does you?
I've tried talking to my father about this kind of thing more times than I can count. All he ever has to say is that I've lost sight of our ideals, and that making drastic changes won't solve anything. But things continue the way they are, a rural village like ours has no future. Real, meaningful reform is the only way for us to keep our Armorica alive. My father doesn't understand that one bit.
I see. And it was from there that you encountered the Minith character.
Unlike my father, he's actually willing to listen to my ideas. In fact, he's helped me discover a huge opportunity for our villages at Apiary. I plan on working with him to launch a major enterprise in the near future. What? Can you even hear yourself right now? Mind your own beeswax. That's all I have to say to you. You got what you came for, right? I need you to get back to the village if you don't mind.
That was rather curt. Yeah, he totally blew us off. Hey, are any of you thinking what I'm thinking? Maybe we could try speaking with the Smith guy for ourselves.
Good call. Maybe it's better for us. Maybe they'll give us a better idea of what the Jamoke is all about. They say we show ourselves in.
Excuse me. There goes nothing.
Who is it? I don't know any room service.
Excuse me, we're looking for Mr. Minith? I apologize for bothering you, but we're with the Crossbow Police, Special Sports Section. I have a couple of questions to ask you.
Oh dear, you're police officers? Why didn't you say so sooner? Come in, the door's unlocked.
This feels almost too easy somehow. Maybe he's more of a wheeler dealer than we think. Alright, we're coming in. Hello.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Minith. What brings you here today?
Like I said, we have a few questions we'd like you to answer. Will that be alright?
Well, of course. I'll be delighted to help an officer of the law. Was there some kind of trouble in the area, perhaps?
Not exactly, no. This pertains to you specifically. We want to know more about what brought you to a village. Could you start by telling us about yourself?
Well, this is a surprise. But seeing as you're all police officers, I suppose I have no reason to cooperate. Not to cooperate. To reiterate, my name is Minith, and I'm a corporate executive. My responsibilities range from product development to sales to operations. I've been visiting our Morka village to secure an important business deal on behalf of the Quincy Company.
Did you say the Quincy Company?
Not ringing any bells, personally. You heard of them, mademoiselle?
In a sense, the Quincy Company is a famous international confectioner. They're one of the most prominent names in their field. You can even get their products here in Crossbell. Yeah, that does sound familiar. I think I used to buy their chocolates as a kid. Huh. I must pay more attention to what was in the wrappers than what was on them.
That's quite all right, young man. I, too, was what one might call brand blind in my youth. You see, despite working for the company, I've never been one for sweets. It was my long-standing reputation as an irrefusable salesman, in fact, that led me to my current position. My apologies. I didn't mean to get us off track with my personal milestones.
It's fine. We're the ones who asked. So, about that business deal with our Morka village you mentioned, would it happen to have anything to do with Derek, the son of the village chief? He told us that it has something to do with the future of the village.
Oh, did he now? In that case, I suppose there's no sense in keeping those details under wraps. Yes, Derek and I have indeed built a strong working relationship over these past several days.
We are aware of that much. Could you elaborate?
Of course.
I mean, so far the guy seems above board.
The Quincy Company is constantly seeking out new opportunities to grow our confectionery business. As such, the head office tasked me with a project to that effect. Our goal is to gain a foothold from which we can expand to Crossbell.
In other words, you want to establish a subsidiary of the Quincy Company here in our state?
Precisely. I began my inquiry by paying a visit to the department store in the city. There I found it. Luxurious high-grade honey produced in our Morka village.
The honey is made with the lotus flowers from the village's fields. I do recall Mr. Hayworth praising it for its quality.
And he should. That honey is the product of nature's bounty, passed down through the ages for generations. Seeing those fields was like the goddess herself showing me the way to a brand new confectionery venture. I call it the Armorican Honey Company.
The Armorican Honey Company?
Not exactly pushing the envelope, but I won't deny it's pretty catchy. We plan on selling candies made primarily from the Morka village's delectable honey. But in order to do so, we'll need the full cooperation of the villagers themselves. And so I approached the incoming chief, Derek, with the most magnificent proposal. I asked if he would like to oversee the construction of the factory as well as the new business enterprise.
You offered to make Derek the manager of a Quincy Company subsidiary.
Naturally, my company would make full use of its sales and marketing expertise. The fields too would be overseen by our staff. We don't want to cause trouble for the village after all. On the contrary, we wish only to ease their life burdens.
Where do you intend to build on building the factory, though?
After discussing and creating possibilities, I've settled on utilizing the village as private property on our old Amorica Road. Since it has only ever been used for storage, Derek was really willing to agree to the arrangement.
Well, I can't deny that at the very least it would be out of the villagers' way, wouldn't it? No doubt almost anybody would be, under these terms. Especially with how keen Derek is on revolutionizing the village. Everyone comes out a winner. Isn't that just swell?
So glad you understand. In my eyes, Derek's talents and strong sense of responsibility are more than enough to qualify him for the position. With that, I have divulged all that I can. Does that answer your questions?
Well, it does. Thank you for your cooperation. I think we have a much better grasp of what's going on in the village now.
Is there anything else in particular you would like to discuss further?
Not at the moment, no. Sorry to take up your time. Well, we'll be going now.
No problem at all, officers. Come again anytime. Please, take care.
Well, the guy doesn't inherently seem bad, but... Where do we even begin? This is quite a plan they've put together. Evidently, Minith is more shrewd a man than we took him for.
The whole spiel took some untangling, but it sounds like it could pay off big time. Seems too good to be true, honestly.
Yeah. At any rate, I think we got all the answers we were looking for. Yeah, let's head back to our Morka village. Chief Toll's gonna want to hear about this. So, this is the problem.
I don't believe this. Minith is with the Quincy Company. And then there's this whole American Honey Company business. That's quite an extensive plan they have, and it involves building a factory on the village's private property, no less. Who did I take Tarek as the type to pursue something like this?
Has Derek returned to the village yet, by the way? That's right. I don't believe I see him around. He said he'd be returning to the village when we ran into him at the hotel.
Well, I must confess that Derek doesn't come home very often these days. Instead, he's been renting a room for himself at the Ashtray Inn. I guess that Mills has been staying there as well. Perhaps that was Derek's reason for relocating. That way, his plans to industrialize our land could proceed without my knowing. A shameful excuse for a father I am.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. What if moving into Astray, into the Astray was actually Minth's idea rather than Derek's? It was him who was trying to keep you from catching wind of what's going on.
What do you mean?
Little dashing leader here handled the details. Ignoring the first part, I'll do my best to explain.
Is there something more to this than we realize, Lloyd?
Keep in mind that I'm only speculating, but I have my suspicions about this Minith character.
What do you mean?
The plan he laid out for us was supposedly benefit everyone involved. Morka Village gains a new industry, while the Quincy Company gains a subsidiary in the market that they want to expand in. At a glance, it all seems well and good. Almost too good to be true, don't you think?
Well, now that you mention it.
As another point of concern, consider the ridiculously low price at which Minith sold new orbital track to Elkin. In this context, we can think of it as an upfront investment. An orbital track isn't something you gift to someone at random, not the prices they go for. I've never heard of one selling for only 50,000 Mira until now.
Wait, what you two are getting at is that he knows he's going to make that Mira back, doesn't he? That's very strange indeed. As a company as large as Quincy wouldn't normally invest as much capital into an unproven startup. They wouldn't, would they? I don't like where this is headed.
It leads me to believe that Minith has an ulterior motive, one that's guaranteed to make him a profit. This is all just conjecture, of course, but I would still suggest that you keep in mind what we're saying in mind.
I will. I'll be very careful how we approach this matter. And kudos on the fine investigative work, SSS. I feel as though I finally understand what's going on here. Thank you for the help.
Happy to help, Chief Toda. Are you saying you can handle it from here? If we can continue investigating if you like.
That's alright. You've done more than enough. As soon as I heard about their plans to build a factory on our property, I knew I could never support such a thing. Just speak with Derek later and try to persuade him. Not just as his father, but as a chief.
Perhaps that would be for the best. We'll be excusing ourselves then. Don't hesitate to follow up with us if there's anything we can do.
I will, of course. I'll be sure to call on you again if the need arises.
Can we actually go see Derek?
Oh, it's you again.
Derek, we think you should try speaking with your father one more time.
I've wasted enough words on that man already. The village chief is stuck in his old ways. He refused to do so much as even considering my reforms. I've all but thrown in my towel with Minith before Minith showed up and gave me the opportunity I was looking for. By far can't be trusted with the future of Amorica. Minith and I will be the ones to pave the way instead.
I still can't shake the feeling there's something suspicious about that Minith. If only Derek could see that. Yes, but I doubt we'd be able to get to him without irrefutable evidence.
Well, we've done what we can. Okay. Now we're going to go back to, Crossbell. I completely forgot the area I was talking about. Now, this next quest we're going to be doing is apparently a bit of a stranger one, but it recommends having, if we want to get if we want to get as many, whatchamacallit, bonding events as we want, then we should bring Tio with us, because it's going to be one of those side quests where you can bring somebody. And we're going to bring Tio. So, going here. Hey.
There you guys are. I think Ios, you're here. You came to help me out, right?
Hey, Ren. Sounds like you're in a bind. Wait, are you alone? I don't see Inspector Donovan anywhere.
Right, about that. He's kind of wrapped up in something else right now. Anyway, would you mind if I give you a quick rundown?
Please do. According to the details of the request, you're after a counterfeit dealer again?
Boy, am I. The legal reforms instituted by the new mayor allow us to crack down on this sort of thing. The second division's been beefing up its efforts against it as a result. Now that counterfeit dealers managed to worm her way back in the Crossbell. We've been staking her out for the longest time, until finally I caught her in the act again.
Wait, are you saying this is the same one who came through Tangram Gate earlier this year?
Oh, hey!
What kind of person does something like that?
Oh, right. You helped us back when we screened the passengers on that bus. Let's see, how do I describe her?
Foul-mouthed. Frighteningly loud.
Surprisingly spry for her age. To sum it up, I'd say she's a bat out of Gehenna?
I see.
I saw. Wazzy, why'd you get excited about that?
Sounds like quite a character. I'd love to meet her.
Gotta answer you though, Raymond. Since when were you such a dark horse? Damn fine work catching that slippery old prune again. Yeah, about that. She managed to cut and run in the end. At record-breaking speed, even. Things were going so well until then, too.
Bruh.
Evidently, the old woman refused to unlearn her old tricks. Is it safe to assume our little Francis is hiding somewhere in the station right now?
Bingo! I know you guys were smart. Looks like she's trying to make a break for Erbonia. I bet she thinks she already shook us off. Little does she know I'm riding her tail. I spotted her over on platform 2, waiting for her train without a care in the world.
There's still some time before the next one to air the Empire rise. This is the perfect chance to apprehend her.
Pump the brakes there, bud. If it's really all that open and shut, what the hell do you need us for? Right, so here's the kicker. Since Inspector Donovan's so busy, I'm the one handling the case. The problem is I maybe kind of sort of lost nerve to catch her on my own.
Raymond, confidence is your side. It's a fact that you're short on manpower here. Crosswell Station is a large area to cover on your own. If the perimeter isn't secured, you could easily escape.
Now you get it. See, I had no choice but to call in for backup. I'm gonna need the SSS to lend a hand if I plan on shutting this counterfeit dealer once for all. Basically, I need some of you to be on the lookout to make sure she doesn't try to slip out of the station. I mean, heck, you already caught her once before. Think you can help me take her down again?
Let's do it. Okay, Raymond, I get the picture. We'd be happy to help. Sorry.
Oh, awesome. Thanks a bunch. I owe you big time for this. So first thing first, let's figure out who's gonna make the arrest.
Let me make sure I actually remember who I said correctly. I said Tio. Okay, I was right. I was making sure. I just wanted to be safe. How do you guys think we should split this up?
I think you should assist him, Lloyd. You're the only other detective here. I would be mildly apprehensive about leaving it all up to Detective Raymond.
Hey, I heard that. Oh, I can't deny it. I'd feel bad with Lloyd around.
Bruh. Alright, that makes two detectives. I think it'd be a good idea to bring one more person for support. The other four can stay in the lookout duty.
In that case, who would you like to join you?
Tio, get in here. You're up, Tio.
Understood.
The rest of you, keep an eye out on the exits. Remember who we're dealing with here. Anything could happen. Stay sharp, everyone.
I don't see any sign of them. They may have already boarded the train. You should make haste.
Counterfeit caper.
Attention, all travelers. For your departure, pre-departure inspections on the next service to Calvert will be concluding shortly. We ask that you please refrain from boarding during this time.
Sounds like the train to Calvert is departing soon. Now where could our counterfeit dealer be hiding? Pretty sure I spotted the old bag when she slipped her way in here earlier.
Counterfeit dealer located.
Oh, a fellow trader, huh? How was business in Crossbow?
Oh, not well, I'm afraid. I had a rough go of it thanks to a business rival impeding my sales.
I swear unfortunate. Honestly, people like that are a disgrace to our industry.
No, I'm sure my own shortcomings were at least partially to blame. That's why I decided to head for the Empire and make a fresh start.
Your mercantile resilience is admirable. You know, perhaps it was fate that we met like this. If you like, I could introduce you to some of my connections in Arabonia.
Oh my, you really do that for me. Well, thank you, kind sir. I do believe I'll take you up on that offer.
No, on our watch you won't.
Huh?
Hello again, old lady. Crossbow Police, Special Support Section. Long time no see, ma'am.
Yeah.
Hello, Miss Counterfeit Dealer. Perhaps you recognize this munchkin.
Bet you thought you lost us, huh? You're not getting away this time. Wait, what the place is going on? I'm afraid I don't understand. This woman, a counterfeit dealer. State law has changed since we last crossed paths. We're taking you in suspicion of illicit business activity. The station's surrounded. There's nowhere left to run. So why don't you make things easier for all of us and turn yourself in already?
I said bite me, you shitting brats!
Holy...
You called me so I couldn't escape, did you? Screw me over once, shame on me, but twice! This is why I despise the police. You're all a bunch of snakes.
Says a snake oil saleswoman herself. If you didn't want to get caught, then you shouldn't have been holed up in the...
Who asked you, jackass? So what if I'm surrounded if you want to take me in? You have to catch me first!
Not again. I don't think I'll ever get used to those words coming out of that mouth.
It's no time to be spacing out, Lloyd. We need to move.
Yeah. Right, after her. All exit entrances are secured. All we have to do is grab her. Yeah. Get over here, Granny.
Snot-nosed little punks. They want to cut me off my escape? Fine, I'll just make a new one.
Attention all travelers, we apologize for the wait. Next service to Calvert will be departing shortly. Please mind the gap and board the train in an orderly manner.
That's my ticket out of here.
You're not jumping on a damn train, are you? You're kidding. You're insane. Follow her. What the hell? Can't be.
Inconceivable.
How desperate can you get? I mean, how am I gonna explain this? Let's go, Tio.
Roger.
Go where? Wait, seriously? You're not actually thinking of chasing after her, are you? How else are we gonna arrest her? There's no damn time, it's over. We're moving on ahead. See you, Raymond. What do I do? I have to sleep all the CS sets. Wait for me! Come on! Run! Are you okay, Raymond? You know you didn't have to jump on the train with us, right? We can handle it from here. I'm fine. Inspector inside aided this case. I just can't let him down. Besides, it wouldn't be fair if you two were the only ones who got to look cool.
I see. Perhaps I misjudged your seemingly non-existent fortitude. But more importantly, where is the counterfeit dealer?
Not a clue. We know she can't escape, though. Let's get in, shall we? She must have escaped into one of the passenger cars. If we start from the rear and clear them one at a time, there won't be anywhere left for her to hide. Let's move, Raymond. Right behind you. The whole bat's not getting away from us this time. This time, you're getting locked up. Did that old lady just jump down from the roof? Yeah, who the heck is she?
So you already have to quit gawking. What do you think this is, a show?
She's a demon. There she is. Ain't no running this time.
What? How are you brats so persistent? Don't you know when to quit?
How ironic. I was about to say the same to you. Surrender peacefully. You have nowhere left to run.
Yeah, give it up. We got you cornered.
I thought you might say that. Listen well, you whippersnappers. As long as Ideo's light shines on this continent, I will never be caught. Never!
Seriously? What does she even think she can do at this point? Never mind. After her.
Get back here! This train's finally moving again. At last I can get some rest. Right, it's time we bid our long to farewells to Crossbell. Though I can't feel guilty for comrades who were caught by Heyu. That means, Sage, that just means they weren't fully adequately prepared. Their failures are their own. Regardless, we'll be certain to pay the syndicate back in kind for them one day.
Oh, is that gentleman? Pardon me for intruding on your lively conversation. Who? Uh-oh.
You're... Heyu! Damn it, you tailed us all the way here. Do you sincerely believe Master Cow would allow you to escape so easily? Gentlemen of the anti-immigration faction, we're gonna have to ask you to come with us. Once we have reached Alteri, we'll disembark and board a train right back to the Crossbell. We're done for.
Out of my way, bozos!
Huh?
Ow, damn!
My damn hip. Didn't I tell you I'm supposed to get out of the way? Oh, rats, I can't just stand here. The fuzz will be on me in any second.
Hell? Who is this old bag?
Huh? Let me ask you something. Were these lunkheads giving you a hard time?
Yeah, I guess they were. Thanks for the assist, lady. We owe you our lives.
I don't know what you did to piss these goons off, but beggars can't be choosers. I need all the help I can get. So listen up, if you have any sense of gratitude or whatsoever, phone line and come with me. Who knows? Pull your weight, I may just be your ticket to freedom.
What? Really?
You heard me. Chop chop, boys.
Right.
Dang it, she's got allies now. No.
Get over here!
Wait! What just happened?
Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah, sorry, you guys. Oh, you ran back on top!
She's back on the roof again.
Looks like there were other people following her, too. Don't tell me she's had reinforcements on the train all along.
That can't be. All our subordinates should already be in custody.
We must sue them regardless. Yeah, you're right. Okay, back to the roof, everyone.
Get over here!
Oh, crap! What the? Terrorists again. Yep. Are those terrorists from the Republic? The ones who attacked the trade conference?
Wait, we just had to run to CPD. I don't know what you're doing here, but damn well you put us in irons. Take one step further and they'll be your last. This is your only warning.
And evidently, your guess was right on the mark. So why these terrorists would ally themselves with a counterfeit dealer is a mystery to me. Oh, it's gonna take a lot more than threats to make us get them into terrorists. Bring you in by force if we have to.
Wait, what? I never agreed to this.
Bye, Raymond.
Republican terrorists. I wasn't expecting this side quest to be as big as it is. Republican terrorists, a straggling assailant of the trade conference, in league with the counterfeit dealer for reasons unknown. Do absolute zero. You've got a gun. I respect it. I just don't think it's going to do much. Oh, crap. Okay, I'm okay. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate the attempt at the very least. Let's bring them together. Bro, you got the worst aim imaginable. This is kind of pathetic. I ain't even gonna lie. More gun. More spin. He actually hit! Ow.
What's with these pricks? Why, it's barely worth the bullet, but those are two. They mean business. Forget, we bought ourselves enough time. Hold that for now. Right. That's nuts.
Damn it, we let them get away again. Yes, but there's nowhere left for them to run. Keep your wits about you. They are unlikely to go down without a fight.
Get over here.
So apparently up ahead is where we actually get a chance to get extra. Gotcha. Stop right there.
You Anchor buyers just don't know when to give up, do you? And here I thought I'd lucked out running into these three youngsters.
Stop stalling. You're at the end of your rope. There's nowhere left to escape, so come quietly and surrender, now. That goes for you three as well.
Yeah, you heard the man. Oh, damn. How could we let ourselves lose these punks?
I swear to gosh, kids these days have no backbone.
What exactly do you mean? Do you honestly think escaping is still a possibility?
I don't just think it, I know it. Don't anyone ever teach you geniuses to not count your chickens before they hatch. Once we reach our tower, I'll have you right where I want you. The Republic is my turf, you see? That means I'll have the home field advantage. As soon as we pull to the station, the only thing left of me you're gonna see is my dust.
You gotta be kidding me. You're still planning to make a run for it? You're core on top of a moving train for Ios' sake.
Now listen here, you baby-faced twerp. As long as there's ground on my feet, I'm gonna walk it as a free woman. So go ahead, catch me if you can. You'll never take me alive, coppers. Now get back through those little walls you got brains already.
Yeah, what she said. Whether right with you every step of the way, man.
Are you out of your minds? How can you possibly still think you can get away with this scot-free? And again, if anyone ever could, it'd be that old woman. She really is off her rocker.
If we don't clinch his arrest, Inspector's gonna chew my ass off. So let that crusty windbat talk. She's not getting away on our watch.
Detective Raymond, I concur wholeheartedly. If this is the way they want to play it, then we have no choice but to end things here and now. Let's go, everyone. Take whatever it takes. Do whatever it takes to neutralize them.
Just how many times do we have to go over this? If you punks really think you can stop me, then go ahead and try. Get 'em, boys!
So apparently, interesting guide. The guy mentions I made a mistake already. We're already in bad straits. I didn't mean to move, but basically, we can't even scan her. Basically, we're not supposed to kill her. However, we're supposed to let her live, and if we do that, we get extra BP. Or DP, sorry.
Get out of my face!
She's old, but way more spry than she looks. Bro, you're getting close to her. Don't do this, please. Think you can blind me? I thought that gets rid of blind. What? It says Null's ailments. Well, that was a waste. Is there any way I can get, like, a... no, I don't think so at all. Heal up. Bro, the cop is awful. Stop going near the lady! Also, I think they're about to get a team attack on me. Okay, they don't activate team attacks. Right where I want you. Ether Buster! This fight sucks. Get out of the way, lady! Nice. No, don't shoot the lady, you idiot!
This fight sucks. No! No! The leg! Wait, I can fix this. Got it! No, I'm an idiot. I don't know. How can I stop a thing from happening? I think I might have just ruined this. Please don't kill her. Please don't kill her. It's gonna kill her, isn't it? Okay, she's still alive. We are very close to dying. I cannot screw this up again. I cannot afford to screw this up again. Okay, I just gotta take out this guy now. No, 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 no! No, we got a chance at, Tiger charge! No! Okay, I thought he would kill her. I was fully expecting him to kill her. Don't attack, please. Okay, we did it. Phew. We did it!
This can't be happening. You big Perukas. Don't pull yourself together to defend my honor.
My leg.
Oh, phooey. Now, just wait. Look what you little pantshitters have done now. That's the way you want. Fine, let's see you try stopping after I jump off this train. Don't think I won't.
I would really not recommend that, ma'am. You're just gonna break even more than your hip, if you even survive.
Her persistence defies all reason. Not even the terrorists were able to hold out this long.
Yeah, seriously. Anyway, at least we apprehended them. What's our next move, Raymond?
Oh, right. We'll be no terrorists, so I guess that's our best bet would be handing them over to the Republican Army.
They should all be Calverdian citizens. It'd be better if they be handled by their own. Okay, let's ask the conductor contact Altair Station, let them know we have some people in custody to transfer.
Allow me to extend my thanks, CBD, for all your hard work. We'll take custody of them from here. You can leave everything to us.
Thanks.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Get moving.
I hate you. Damn you. You'll pay for this.
That's enough out of you.
Don't tell me what to do, you pissing little bullet sponge. Don't even you know how to treat a lady with respect.
This ant. Take her away.
Not to sound professional, but I hope they send her somewhere we'll never have to see her again.
Likewise.
We intend to make sure that woman never gets a chance of pulling our stunt like this. Allow me to thank you one final time. Take care on your way home, you three.
We will. Thank you, too. I hope we did enough. I would preferred us to be the ones who made the actual arrest.
An understandable reaction. The circumstances were not the most favorable. However, we can find solace in the fact that she was unable to escape.
Yeah, here. Plus, that means I get to keep my ass. Phew, now I just gotta write up the report for Inspector Donovan.
Right. Good luck with that, Raymond. So, we all set to make our way back to Crossville?
Yes, we shouldn't linger here.
Sure, but since we're here, why not get some sightseeing then?
Are you serious? Some other time, Raymond.
This was not the result we expected. No matter. The important thing is that we didn't let the stragglers escape. From now, let's return and report into Master Cal. Agreed.
Got back after forcibly dragging Raymond away. Hey, guys!
imagine our surprise when we heard you gotten yourselves all the way out to Calvard.
Seriously though, didn't realize you guys signed up for an epic train chase.
We apologize. We should have tried to contact you. We managed to apprehend the counterfeit dealer, so all was that and well. No arguments there. Yeah, let's just leave it at that.
Well, I should get back to 2nd Division and write up a report on all this. So I guess that means I'll be seeing all of you later.
Yes, job well done, Detective.
Oh no, you two are the real stars of today's show. I don't think I had a chance to get hand over arresting that crass old crones all by myself. I can't thank you enough, you guys. Really.
Not at all. We're glad you called us. Offering support is what the SSS is all about. The only thing you have to do is ask.
For sure, I'll drop you a line if I ever need your help again.
Alright, I actually have to go, so, yeah. I know this is kind of abrupt, but I'm sorry. I do have to go. I got food waiting for me, and it's going to go bad. Thank you all so much for watching, hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you all later. Peace!